Alrighty, hello everyone. How are we doing today? Whew. Oh, hang on, wait a sec. Let me just double check this is using the right device. Oh god, it's using default. That's never a thing. Let's make sure it's using this one. There we go. Okay, hello! We're here! Welcome back! It's time for another Wheel of Misfortune stream. And this time we are actually going to be kicking off with the game that we wrapped up with last time, Adventure Boy Jailbreak. You guys wanted to actually play through and hopefully see a little bit more of it. First of all, how is everyone doing? Hope you're well. We are now officially over halfway through the year, which is mind-blowing. I don't know where the year went. In about a month's time, I will have been back in Australia for a year, which makes no goddamn sense. When I feel like I've lost about 6 months somewhere along the line, and I don't quite know how that happened. I don't know if it's the same for all of you, but yeah, it's where it is. At the end of the day, it's been a good year so far, so hopefully we can make the second half of the year just as good, if not better. Alright, let me just fix up the music a little bit there. I turned that down just a little too much. There we go. So, I saw we've got Daniel MC hanging out. I saw Not a Nick as well. Matey8, welcome back, friends. Congratulations to the handful of people who got the free gifted memberships. I saw Star Shiranui, who I think is like the third or fourth time that you've managed to get one. So, congrats. I don't know why you're exceptionally lucky, but you are. Reese got one, John Carbuncle, Rhino64, and Peter. Whoever managed to just get the username Peter, that's kind of impressive. You'd think something like that would have been claimed a long time ago. Hanging out with, of course, Sander, welcome back. Kartoffeljäger 3, I still enjoy saying that name, it's just fun. I saw X again. How the heck did you claim that username? Mamamoo is hip, welcome back. I think that's... Oh, and Zonorix as well. We are absolutely continuing something today. Not Nick, you just watched the last stream. Looking forward to see this game. Looked like fun. Yes, I am looking forward to finishing it, because it looks like it is in the rough ballpark of about an hour to complete, which for this kind of game is pretty perfect. But before we get into that, I have something slightly different to show you before we kick off today, because I had something rather strange in my email inbox this morning, and I thought it'd be an interesting thing to kick off the day with, because it's a little unusual. For those that maybe aren't aware, I obviously have a business email address, Graeldon@gmail.com. It is created just for stuff to do with this channel, so it doesn't go to my regular inbox or anything like that. And I get a lot of people that reach out through there because they find it via the channel, wanting to send me games to review or ask me questions, or in some instances, reach out with promotional offers and things like that. Star Shiranui, welcome. Found out how you were live because of the gifted membership. How rude not to tell me earlier. YouTube is really terrible at telling people when we go live. But yeah, so had this offer that came through this morning that I just wanted to highlight. I think what I'll need to do is just share my screen here. There we go. No, of course. Yeah, no, thank you, Outlook. I didn't want to make that full screen. There we go. I'll zoom this a little bit because otherwise you guys won't be able to read the text. But this is an interesting one that I want to share, because I think it's one of those ones where if you don't know what you're looking out for, you absolutely could get scammed pretty easily. And I don't know if there's anyone else hanging out that does content creation or this kind of stuff on the side, but I wanted to point it out because it was like, that's odd. So this has come through from Claire Fry, Claire at accesscreatorsmonetize.com. Hey Graeldon, I just wanted to watch your video and I put and thought I had to reach out. Not a great start. I mean, yay, they actually got my name right. I've had several other emails come through that literally read along the lines of, "Hi, content creator, I just watched your video." So at least they got like my name in there, but grammatically none of that makes sense. I'm actually reaching out on behalf of fellow creator at ZHTH Training. We've got a few million followers across platforms, and our founder Harris now runs Creator Monetize. Let's just quickly go have a look at what on earth ZHTH training is. ZHTH training. I know you guys can't see this just yet. ZHTH training. I'm just going to open it up and bring it across. No, I don't want you to start auto-playing. Shaboom! This is ZHTH training. They've got almost 300,000 subscribers, 420 videos. Literally says in here, like, we help you become a standout player, help 33,000 people so far. Free masterclass. Check the link below. But weirdly enough, it seems to be a football-related channel. Roughly 67 million views overall. Don't know about you, but this already strikes me as a little bit weird. Why would a football-related training be interested in what I'm doing? It doesn't... That right there doesn't make any sense. So that's immediately alarm bells going off, right? But back to the email. It says, we're extremely confident we could help make you an extra revenue consistently by launching or scaling your online course, community, or coaching program, and growing your audience by 10 to 50k new people. Okay, so that would potentially completely double our audience, which is, you know, if I were a new content creator, especially someone younger, and I read that and I wasn't, 100% aware of these, ooh, okay, yeah, 10 to 50,000 new people is my audience instantly. That would be absolutely incredible. But yeah, obviously I don't run an online course. I do have a community, thankfully. You guys aren't monetized. And no coaching program, definitely not. Although I've literally had some people in the past be like, hey, can you actually do some kind of online course where you break down some of the common problems with game development? And I'm like, I'm not qualified to do that. I'm just a person with a microphone. And so yeah, I know it's a bold claim, but we've got proven results. We've got millions of followers and made over 7 figures with our personal brand ourselves. So the millions of followers things, I believe that comes from the fact that they have multiple different avenues that they're calling it through. Oh, there we go. Sandair is part of our monetized community now. Thank you very much. Even Zonoric's like, I literally pay $50. That's fair. That's fair. And then they've said here, Otavio, our other co-founder. How many co-founders have you got that you've now got other co-founders? Personally recorded a quick video for you here to say hello and explain how it works, and told me to draft this email to you. And then they've got this one here for Graeldon, 7th of the 4th, HS watch video. And you can see it's playing like a little bit of a preview. Now, pro tip for anything like this, before you click on links, always hover over it and check that the link looks legit. Here we've got a link to loom.com/share, and then you've got the unique URL for it. Now, Loom, I am aware of, is a video hosting site, so confident that clicking on this wouldn't just immediately infect everything. We'll come back to this video in a sec, because this is where things really get interesting. We've helped... Also, just want to call out, Sander celebrates 20 months of membership. Sander, thank you so much. I know you've been around the channel since pretty early on, so just want to say, A, thank you for your support just as a member of the community, but secondly, of course, your support as a moderator, both on the Discord server and here on the channel as well. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for your support. It actually means a hell of a lot. Don't thank Arcane Rays. I am never thanking Arcane Rays for anything. Well, actually, I'll thank it for not being member of the Alamo. Alright, so we've helped many other creators just like yourself and have multiple case studies. We're reaching out because we think we can do the same for you and what you have, and that you have genuine value to provide to your audience. I'd like to think so after this many years. We do all of this on a complete results-based model, meaning if you don't profit, we don't profit, and you cannot lose. That's how much we believe in you. Anytime you hear something like this, you cannot lose, that should be alarm bells. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. I'd love to learn more about your goals with your personal brand moving forward. Would you be open to scheduling a call this week so we can discuss? Thanks, Claire. Okay, so there's a few weird things going on here with various name drops. Like, they've actually got, a legit sign off on here, creator monetized. It is a website, you can check it out. They've apparently got a phone number. I'm not going to try calling that. And some address based out of the United States. But here's the interesting one. We'll go and we'll watch this video because I think you might get a little bit of a laugh out of it. Let's bring that up. I'm just going to pause the music for a sec. All right, now, first things first, a couple of things look pretty dodgy here. Big red click here to book a call button. Plus, he also, like, this is from Octavius Zabini 1 day ago. Okay, nice. Why is it automatically defaulting to 1.2x speed? That's kind of weird. Yeah, there's some odd things happening here, but that's fine. Let's see. I think I can drop it down. We can. And I'm going to go ahead and play it, and I want you to listen into the pitch.
Hey, what's up, Graeldon? It's Octavio here. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this quick video.
Bump that up a
I
little.
apologize about not having my camera on, but basically, this video right here randomly came up on my suggested page.
Okay, so looking at the bounty.
To record this quick video for you, and when I turned it on, my camera wasn't working, so I apologize about that. But I've got your socials open here, and
so first things that I want to point out, immediately, like, pretty generic intro, does use my name, said, hey Graeldon, what's up? Did bring up socials, has looked at and said, this is the video that kind of caught my attention. Camera is broken, but I'm recording it anyway. How professional are you if your camera is broken? But anyway, that's fine. Let's go.
Let me go ahead and actually subscribe here. I like
oh, look, how nice. They subscribed to my channel.
So
thank you.
I asked my colleague to reach out for you. And for quick context, myself and my partner, Harris, we run a company.
Here's their website.
Create or Monetize, which we built after scaling his personal brand to millions of followers across platforms. So these are my partner Harris's social media pages, got millions of followers at this point. And, you know, we've made over 7 figures from his personal brand.
Love how quickly he just flicked through all of those. So you have to go, oh yeah, I believe that is 100,000 or 100 million or whatever they said it was. Let's see if we can quickly go back and try and pause on some of them. So there we go. There's the Instagram, which 1.4 million followers. Again, it's the Zero to Hero training, the ZTH.
Social media pages.
Then they've got on TikTok, where they've got 1.6 million followers. And then on YouTube, where they have less than 1 million. Come on, guys. You really care about your YouTube? What's going on here?
Millions of followers at this point, and, you know, we've made over 7 figures from his personal brand.
Ooh, 7 figures! Money, money, money.
Anyway, I'm not here to brag. I just want to, you know, show proof nowadays, because that's important. And to cut to the chase,
because that's important.
I'm
yeah.
This video because I'm extremely confident that we can help you make an extra $10 up to $50,000 a month or more consistently from your audience by adding 10 to 50,000 people or more to your following, and launching or scaling your existing online course, coaching program, or community on the back end. Now, I know what you might be thinking, that sounds crazy, or...
Don't know if any of you heard that. There was a little cut in the audio there. It's subtle. We'll play it again.
Now, I know what you might be...
Go again.
Existing online course, coaching program, or community on the back end. Now, I know what you might be...
It's right there. There's a little cut, which is... How... Curious. Was this really a live recording? What's happening?
Thinking that sounds crazy, or, you know, too good to be true.
But, yeah, it does sound too good to be true.
And, you know,
right.
Who is this weird, you know, young-looking guy on my screen claiming all these big numbers? But I mean, I can speak with this.
Yeah, that is a bit odd
because we've done it ourselves, right? With my partner's personal brand, we have millions of followers. We've made millions, and we've basically created a system for creators just like yourself.
Incredible.
That works like a charm.
Also, it's worth going and have a look at some of these ones in the background. These are all the claims that they're making from people that they've supported and help elevate their business. There's some suspicious stuff. Anyway, I think you've seen enough of that to get the gist of what's going on. Did, of course, a little bit of Googling, because I'm like, this sounds kind of dodgy. And I'm not saying that they're a scam, but, you know, if it looks like a duck and sounds like a duck, probably is a duck, right? But where things get a little bit more interesting is, after a little bit of Googling, I did manage to find someone else who has actually had a look at them, and this lovely creator here, JEL Reviews, smaller content creator, about 9,000 subscribers. They put out this video, when was this? 3 months ago, exposing creator monetize, fake YouTube agency scam, don't get ripped off. And I've brought it all the way forward here to 9 minutes 39, because I want you to have a listen to this and see if it sounds familiar.
Let's check it out.
Hey, what's up, Gel? It's Otavio here. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this quick video, and I apologize about not having my camera on, but basically, this video right here randomly came up on my suggested page, and I liked it, so I decided to record this quick video for you, and when I turned it on, my camera wasn't working, so I apologize about that, but I've got your socials open here, and oh yes, let me go ahead and actually subscribe here. I like what you're doing with the channel.
Huh. Yeah, poor guy hasn't made enough money to fix his camera. What a coincidence that the camera is still broken. Actually, yeah, it's still broken 3 months later after this one got sent through.
And so basically, I asked my colleagues to reach out for you, and
he's playing it on 1.2x speed.
Run a company called Creator Monetize, which we built.
And you want to know why it's on 1.2x speed? Because this is obviously a scripted video, which is why, and again, it was quite subtle, but you can hear cuts that were made between takes of the audio recording. But when you play it at 1.2x or higher speed, it's much harder to hear those cuts. So they're using it as a way to make the video sound like it was recorded live by making it so it defaults to 1.2x speed instead of 1x speed, where it's easier to hear that it's not natural audio. So, yeah, just wanted to, talk about that one because there's a lot of these kind of scams out there. There might be other people in the community that also have a publicly viewable email address like I do. Watch out for this kind of stuff, and there's just a few tips there to look out for. So make sure you always check links, always check sources. Just if anything sounds too good to be true, it probably is. But yeah, just wanted to flag that one because it was a really interesting one that landed in my email inbox this morning. I'm just like, that's absolutely wild. And you just know that that's being powered by an AI farm, because literally all they're doing is using the first 20 seconds really to go, hey, I've brought up your page. Look, I'm looking at one of your videos. I've clicked your subscribe button. And then the rest of it is just the same script from every other time. Jeez. That damn Raven, check your email for more. We want to see more. Haven't got more of those ones yet. But they're definitely I've had some similar ones come through. You're just like, this is not a real thing. Raven Ann, if it was real, he'd have beaten 100 level dungeons to get the $100 bounty for a new camera. Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't matter. It's a Steam gift card. I'm sure you can convert that into real money somewhere. It's an MLM. Yeah, Masterclass is the new MLM scam. It's definitely not. If it is legitimate, they're doing a very good job of making it look like a scam. In which case, what are you doing? Anyway, that's not what we're here for today. We're here to play some games. So let me just pop this over for a sec. We're going to be jumping back into Adventure Boy Jailbreak because last time we played 30 minutes and you guys wanted 30 more minutes. Oh yeah, that's right. This is a bit loud. I forgot about that. Turn it down. Okay, we're going to bring that right down for you guys. Sorry if I just burst your eardrums. Woo! Okay, just going to move that over so I can see the timer. Perfect, we're good. All right, so this is where we got to last time. Adventure Boy Jailbreak. This is a game about two best friends that blew up a bridge and now one of them's in jail. That is the best in a nutshell that I can provide. Now, it is basically one of those daisy chain mechanic games. Why am I on the ground? I don't think that's where I left myself. This must be part of the game, is when you log back in, you are flat on the ground. That's a thing. All right, sure. You start the game dead. No, he's just napping. No. It is meant to be WASD to move. Hello? Oh, you have to press space and he wakes back up again. There we go. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. All right, yes. So this is an old school classic adventure game. Like I said, premise is that we're trying to get our friend out of prison because it is the school holidays and his parents are overseas and the police are saying that only his parents can come and pick him up. So we're trying to figure out a way to get him out, and currently that involves baking a cake and putting a file into it so that he can file down the bars and escape. Currently what this looks like is us trying to find milk, eggs, and sugar, and then a file, apparently. I think I know where to get that. Baking the cake and sending it through. And it is essentially, as I said, a daisy chain mechanic where it's help one person to get a thing, and then you have to find the person that needs that thing, and they'll give you something else to give to another person, to give to someone else, to give to another person, and so on. Whew. There's a lot of steps involved, and we're going to see if we can remember where the heck we left off. So we have a couple of things in our inventory. No, I don't want to quit the game. Is it an X keys to select time? That's right. So we have firewood. The wood is damp, so it won't catch fire, but I could use it to build something. We have a literal beehive. The sweet smell is alluring, and the bees are all asleep, so don't worry about them. And we have a razor, which we can use to shave the dog. It doesn't do anything, but you can shave the dog. Come on. What button do I use to use again? I think it's space. Yep, there we go. Yeah, we can shave the dog. Alright, so we are going to put 30 minutes on the clock. We'll play through another 30 minutes of this, and then it'll be over to you to decide if we carry on or if we go and spin the wheel. The wheel has been updated. Thank you very much to everyone that has already submitted their games for July. It has been added to the wheel already, so when it comes time to spin, we're going to be spinning with as many games as possible. Alright, let's get into it. 30 minutes, let's go. Alright, so the fun part with this is I don't 100% remember what the next step is that we need to do, because I don't know what to do with the firewood yet. Okay, yeah, we've already spoken to them. I thought we needed... No, okay, it hasn't saved us doing this. We have to give this guy the beehive. Yes, their business is wonderful. People sound like my durians. It was so popular as open a second store. Yes, we know it attracts flies, and that's kind of a bad thing. So we give them the beehive. I know the old saying, you catch more flies with honey, yes? Yeah, exactly. Here you go, man. Wonderful. This will work perfectly. All right. Thank you. You can have this in return. I don't need any more. Thank you for the Venus flytrap. Also, don't know why it didn't save that, because it definitely saved after we'd done that step. But oh well. Anyway, also love that you don't run in this game. You have walking and speed walking, where they've just sped up the animation cycle, and it works beautifully. The fly trap, I'm not 100% sure where we need to use it. I mean, this has always been suspicious to me. The fact that there's just this random dragonfly hanging out. I think we've done everything else. We can't get behind there. We can't get into that yard yet. Although there's definitely going to be something in there. There's nothing left to do in the house just yet. The medical center, I think we did everything. Nothing doing in here, I don't think. I don't know what we do with the fly trap. I don't think there's anything else with this guy either. We gave him a collectible and he gave us a thing. I don't think he wants anything. Except comics for little kids. Yeah, I don't think he actually wants that. He gave him a drink and then he let us past. Is there anything in the arcade? Did you want anything? No, he's just beating levels. Yeah, rescued the kid. Now, that's pretty good. I'm glad you were here to help, but I should have honestly done something myself. Yeah, you are kind of lazy. Helping out the kid gave us access through to the back here so we can get out. Oh, that's the egg that we need. Ah, okay. We're going to figure out how to get up there. Alright, did you need something, little kid? Try to make bows for everybody so we can all shoot each other. Only problem is I don't have any string. Okay, hope we find some string. No idea where to get string yet. Yes, that is just a bush. Venus fly... Oh, hang on. Razor on the bush? Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That wouldn't take any time at all to use an electric razor to cut your way through a bush. Game logic at its finest. Okay. If the bird is hurt, you're leaving the stream. That's fair. That is absolutely fair. I don't think the bird's gonna get hurt. Alright, hi fellas, how you doing? Boris, building is hard work. First we have to bring in that portable office. Then we have to get rid of all the crap that was on the site. Oh, and don't get me started on the actual building part. Sander! Sander's got a cameo. Sander is in the game. Absolutely incredible. Sander, I need you to voice this character. Come on, get on it. I need your voice. I don't know how we're going to make that work, but we're going to pretend. Whenever I'm getting ready for work in the morning, I always feel bad. Well, have you tried getting ready for work in the afternoon? You might feel better. There's an old abandoned barbecue here. It's got some coal inside. You got coals! Thank you. Don't mind if I do. I will just loot this. Why? I'm not going to do that yet. What's in here? Free power drill! Hell yes! Someone just left it's a nail gun. Someone just left a nail gun lying around, and they expect me not to take it? I mean, I know I shouldn't be in here, but, you know. Sweet! Free nail gun. This is the thing. If you find it just laying around, technically, it's yours. I could use the wood to build a ladder with this. Yeah, absolutely. No, I can't take the hard hat for safety reasons. Come on. It's some kind of weird foreign vending machine that dispenses hot drinks. What a strange place for this. Yeah, I mean, we've got no use for coffee yet. It's a pile of barrels. I can climb on the barrels to hop over the fence, but I won't be able to get back. Yes, we will jump over. That's fine, because we want to come back around this way and go through the bakery. Can I hop over this again? Don't mind me. I'm just going to do a little janky animation. That gets us back out here. And yes, we can build a ladder. We have what we need. Nail gun? I know. I'll use this nail gun and this firewood to build a ladder. Then I can climb the tree. There. Yeah. Ladder. Now, are we going to get attacked? Excuse me. I just want the egg. I can't get the egg. The mum bird keeps attacking me. Yeah. I will throw some coals at it. Nope. Fly trap? Nope. I don't know. We probably... Oh, no. We need the bow and arrow for that, don't we? We're going to have to fix the bow and shoot the bird. That's not cool. Don't shoot birds. But where do we get the string from? Because we've kind of figured out what to do with those bits, but now I've got no idea what to do with coal. Oh, wait, no, I know what to do with coal. Haha! I am a freaking genius. Go back to the old lady's house. Here, do you want some coal? Let's put that there. Time to add the coals and start a fire. Yeah, because they had wood before, but the wood was damp. There we go. Oh, how lovely. You've got the fire going. Well, kind of a weird thing to do since it's my house and all, but anyway. I don't think I'll be needing this sweater anymore, so why don't you have it? Can I have it? I already said you could have it. You got the sweater! Hell yeah! Be careful not to let it unravel. Is that how you spell unravel? I don't think unravel has a W in it. I could be wrong, but oh well. Zonrix, thank you for stopping by. Take care, my friends. Have a good nap, and hopefully we'll see you next time. I never got around to tying up the loose threads. Yeah, I'm like, shouldn't have a W. Cool. I don't know who needs the sweater. I think we already helped you. Also, this guy is super sus. Sitting one hand on a laptop. Box of tissues. Yeah, where's that other hand? Suspicious. Isn't that a bingo square? Yes, it is, but we are not doing bingo just yet because we are halfway through a game. Okay. Hang on, RFLBHLG said string. Loose ends on the sweater? You might be right. You might be right. We need to go back through the arcade. Back through here. Down along here. Hello. Trying to make both for everyone. Okay, I'll be find some string. I thought I got the sweater selected. Okay, well if it... Oh, never mind, that was it. And they did kill the bird. Oops. X, how long do the strings usually last for? Usually around 3 hours or so. Alright, cool. Sorry, I thought it was doing the same text as before, but it wasn't. And yeah, they did hit the bird. Whoops. No, don't go back through there. Go. Why are you... Okay, that was weird. That's fine, we got it. Alright, back through the bakery, hop over the counter again. Yup. Okay. I'm sorry that darn Raven. Technically, I did not kill the bird. The other little kid did. I can only hope life is more merciful to me than it was to that thing. That's... I wouldn't call that a thing, but okay. Sure, devs, I get it. You've got a thing against birds. Alright, this is going straight in my pocket. I probably wouldn't put eggs in pockets. That's asking for trouble. Oh, hi. Can you make a cake with scrambled eggs? What was that animation? We just glitched out for a second there. Oh, you got some ingredients. Show them to me. Yes, here. Have a bird egg. Whoa, that's a huge egg. I guess we could use this, but why don't you just bring 3 normal eggs instead? Because I don't have any money? Ugh. Come back with the last ingredient and I'll get cooking. Alright, so the last thing we need to find is sugar. Now, I know who has sugar. Also, I don't know why this is sparkling again. We already got the thing out of here. Stop sparkling. There's a kid in here. Yeah, so one of the things I need is sugar. Maybe I can get some free sugar in front of this restaurant. No. This kid has all of the sugar. What you got there, kiddo? Go away. Eating. Got a lot of sugar, don't you? You want to maybe share that with the rest of us? No. They already took away my sugar at home. Just let me have this. Yeah. Would you like a fly trap? Whoa, that's cool. I bet you could use that to catch bugs. Yeah, I probably could. But you're obviously not interested in it. So where the heck am I putting that? Oh, damn. Everyone's heading out. What did I miss there? The darn Raven. Wasn't joking, by the way. See you in 20 minutes. Don't condone bird violence. Totally fair. I understand. Salad Bucket. Hello, by the way. Miss you earlier. Thank you. I'll grab while the sale's going and get to vacuuming. Have fun there, fellas. Happy 4th to the celebrants in the chat. Oh, yeah, of course. It is technically 4th of July for you guys. I keep forgetting because it's already the 5th year. But yeah, if anyone's celebrating, happy 4th of July. Yeah, the bird killing saddened many, many people. Right. Yeah, so where am I meant to use the fly trap then? As I thought maybe those dragonflies had something to do with it, but I don't know anyone else that has a bug problem. I think these people are all fine. This lady in the front's just weird. She's got the crazy flu. Can't help with the crazy flu. Doesn't seem to... like, I can't interact with the dragonfly. Anything in the nail spa? She's having a bad time. Ladies' feet truly stink. I hate doing pedicures. Do you have a file I can borrow? Yes, but I need to do my job. I already took a free sample from there. Can I get in the back? No. I think she's asleep. Maybe the smell of her own feet knocked her out. Okay, so I need to give her something that can help with a bad smell. Not seeing anything that would fit that description. Let's try the drugstore. Alright, get out of my way now. I need to watch if that old man is still moving. I can't quite figure out what medicine's right for me. I really should have worn my glasses. Yeah. Okay, can't go in there. It's just drugs and no one wants free drugs. Where are we meant to be taking this? Also, why has all of the music stopped? No crumbs left. Heard the baker grumbling to himself about the bridge being out. Won't be able to get his ingredients live until they fix the bridge. Could take weeks. Yeah, nothing there. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is something to do with those dragonflies. There's nothing else hiding back here that we haven't been to before. I do also know that the bird down here will give us a hint, but I kind of don't want to use the hint. Ooh, get to debate if the durian smells... Actually, hang on, that's a good point. Can I take anything from here? Can I have a durian? An outcast of the fruit world. Poor guys, no. Nothing else there that I can take. Sheer number of oranges is kind of impressive. Ah, I think the flies are all gone. Take care of that fly trap now. Okay, thank you. I absolutely will. But it still doesn't answer my question of why the music stopped. Did I press something? No? No, it's just stopped. Okay. Yeah, hockey table. Machine for buying tokens. There's gotta be something in this yard, right? So if I come back here, actually, hang on, let's check the other kids up here. Maybe there's someone here I haven't spoken to properly yet. Hi. Thanks again for helping me. The Dragonfly Club is nearly back together now, except Arthur. Where is he? By the way, I'm the chief. Every day I get so many people asking me, how are you so successful? Well, let me tell you about my Ponzi scheme. Well, sometimes you just gotta go for it. Thanks, Gerd. How come only adults are allowed to have it? I wanted too. Why do adults get to have stuff? Oh, that's right, this kid wants a coffee. Just gonna harm me. Talking about coffee. How are we going to get a coffee? This is awesome. Maybe the other boys will let me come inside the treehouse. Yeah, you've got a fully functional bow. I have a fly trap, but it... Oh, there we go. Nope, there is still music there. Oh, at least sound effects. It's a pile of barrels. No, I don't want to climb over. I want the dragonfly, because you're from the Dragonfly Club, and I figured maybe you would do something, but no. Do you want a fly trap? Those plants eat flies, but don't forget it still needs water as well. That's a weird plant. Kind of creepy. Okay, you want nothing to do with it. We know that the coffee is here, but maybe we need a cup for it? It doesn't seem to be willing to take anything from it. So obviously we're missing something. Oh, and I will just double check. I don't think there was anything else down this way. No. Can't take the hard hat. Did give it a try. Don't know anyone that's having a bug problem. Let's see if we can get a free cup from here, maybe? I mean, finest meals take place next to the trash. Hell yeah. Door to the bathroom. Things to do free refills. Need to buy a cup, so that's not happening. Because we are broke and have no money. Is this secretly Child Hobo Simulator? What's going on here? She gave us an olive with a toothpick. Are the food's really unhealthy? How bad can it be? It's just meat and bread and salad. Don't know who to trust. Yeah. Interact with the plant in the stream. There's an idea. Did say it needs water, so we can give it a go. Oh, there we go. Now the music's back. Incredible. I am attempting to interact. It is not doing anything. Dang it. Zach, the NUE specialist. Welcome back, mate. There's a name I've not seen in a while. How you been? Beehive by the house. No, we tried that one before. It let me interact with it that time, but it said can't catch it. It's too speedy. There's multiple things at work here. That's why I have... It worked that time. Apparently before I was just in the wrong spot. Alright, the fly trap caught it. You got the dragonfly. Sweet. I'm guessing someone in the Dragonfly Club will want the dragonfly. That's my best guess. Okay. Matey, you love doing the whole trading items with people in the neighborhood as a kid. Starting with a cookie, ending with a box full of snacks was great. Good on you for being able to do that. That takes skill and probably actually need to be, you know, somewhat social. Alright, does anyone here... Oh, good point, good point. You know, actually, hang on. Let's just check the other guys here with the dragonfly first. Arthur, okay, yeah, Arthur likes them. Cool, Arthur's the kid with the sugar. So he will take the dragonfly. We're just going to go all the way back around, back through the arcade. Let's go give him the dragonfly, and then we get the sugar. But that still leaves us with one problem to solve. Go away eating. Yes, hang on. Yeah, have a dragonfly. Oh my god, I've always wanted a dragonfly. Gimme! You can have it if you give me some sugar. No, it's my sugar. Okay, fine. Yay, we got the sugar. Incredible. My negotiation skills pay off yet again. Alright, that gets us all the ingredients for the cake, but we still have the problem of figuring out how to get the file. Here, have some sugar. Oh, right, well, anyway, that's all 3 ingredients. I'm gonna start baking it now. Why not go out and buy yourself a little treat while you wait? I think you know the answer to that. Oh, you were serious? Well, here's some change. Go buy a coffee, and bring an iron file when you come back. Yay! We got some change. Hey, these coins are from another country. What gives? Hey, I'm short of money too, and it doesn't help that I didn't get my delivery in today. I can't even sell any goods, and that's all that was left in the register. But I can't buy anything with this. Sure you can, you just have to be creative. Now, get out of here. Well, we're gonna try it on that vending machine. Matey 8, funny thing, I'm not social at all. The people in my neighborhood are all just really nice and generous. Went to all my relatives first to get some good stuff. Good move. Sounds like you grew up in a nice neighborhood. I grew up in a rural area and my nearest neighbor was like a kilometer away. So that wasn't happening too easily. But I do love those stories of like, oh, you know, I started with a toothpick and traded up to a pen and then traded to like XYZ and eventually like, and that's how I got my first home. And it's like, what? How does that work? Blank Arrow just got here. I remember you playing this game last stream. What killed the bird? Well, funnily enough, your namesake is part of it. See this little kid over here? This little kid right here? He fired an arrow. That's what killed the bird. Alright, we are going to try to use the coins on this weird vending machine. I could probably buy something from here. Even if these coins are from the wrong country, I don't think the machine can tell the difference. You got the coffee! Excellent. Also, sorry, let me know how the volume levels are, if you want it turned up a little bit or not, because I had it turned down previously. Looks like it should be pretty good. Alright, you wanted a coffee? Here you go. You brought me coffee! That's amazing! Yeah, but you gotta give me something in return. Fine, let's see. What are grown-ups like? Oh, here you go. I'm not a grown-up. I think I'm older than you, though. You got the comic book. Okay, so we do actually need to give this to the guy back in the comic book store who wanted comics for kids. And we'll see what he gives us. Maybe something to help with bad smells. Deodorant? Nah, no one in a comic book store would have deodorant. What am I talking about? Here you go. Hey, I remember that. I read that when I was a little kid. Can I have it? Yep, if you trade it for something. Trade? Alright, well, this thing doesn't really work for me anyway. I take it back. He does have deodorant. Time to dive back into my childhood. Well, he might have just been carrying it. He did say it doesn't work. At least not particularly well. Alright, here we go. Deodorant. Got this deodorant. I actually didn't press that. That just skipped automatically. Oh wow, thank you so much. But I want a file in return. Fine, just take it. This is the industrial one. I use it for big jobs. You got the iron file. Hell yeah, let's go put that in a cake. We're gonna file it away for later. Yeah, that was terrible. Alright, here we go. One file for you. Alright, you got the file. And the cake's ready too, so everything's complete. You got the cake. You hid the iron file inside. Thanks so much. I can finally break my friend out of jail. Yeesh, who would have thought we would cause this much trouble just by launching a stupid bottle rocket? Wait a minute. You launched that rocket? You're the ones who destroyed the bridge? So you're the reason I can't get my shipment in. Oops. Would it help if I said sorry? Get out of here. Take your stupid cake with you. Yep. Will do. Thank you. Goodbye. I appreciate that you still gave me the cake. I mean, after all, I did give you all the ingredients for it. Okay. Hello. Hold it. Before you go near the prisoners, I need to check what you've got on your person. I see you've got a cake. Is that a gift for your friend? Yes, sir. An innocent one. Ah, yes, because all innocent things declare themselves as innocent. It appears to have handles poking out of the sides. That seems handy. Anyway, you may continue. Weird time to say, just saying. Yeah, nah, nothing suspicious going on here at all. Hey, bud, I brought you a cake. You guys can't see this. Let me just scoot this way for a sec. There it is. That file is very well hidden. No one would ever suspect that it's there. Oh dear. This game's got a great sense of humor. I'm here for it. Here you go, bud. I will just magically fit this cake through the bars. I'm sure that'll work. Hey, Mike, I got you a present. Oh my god, I know exactly what this is. So that was your plan? Yeah, cool, right? Give it a try. It's a massive file. I mean, it just cut through those metal bars in literally seconds. It actually worked. Now, let's get out of this place. Hey, he's gonna kind of follow us. Let's get out of here before the cops see us. Because I walk that way and... Okay, he's doing a bit of a Michael Jackson moonwalk, and that's fine. Let's go. Yeah, it was an industrial file, which I don't know why they have it there. Hey! We can't just go out through the lobby, or the cops will see me. Use your brain. Oh, yeah. Oops. Can we... We can't go that way, so where else can... You cool there, bud? Can't climb out the windows. Where can we go? Can we phone a friend? No. Oh, there we go. This time it lets me use it. Sure. The back door. Let's head out this way. Yes, let's. Alright. Well. What? No, never mind. Ooh, found some type of candle holder. A candelabra. Why is that in the... Okay. Somebody threw out a nice pair of glasses. You got glasses. All the better to see you with. I really need to make a disguise. I think I found something. Got a hand fan. No. Okay. Some jacks. Oh my god, who knew that, like, garbage was a literal, like, just field of treasure? There's so much good stuff here. A lady's hat. What am I going to do with all of this? Anything else in here? What is this? Might as well take it. You got the laundry rack. Okay. I have a lot of items now. Interesting. I don't know what to do with any of those. Why are you playing with trash? Wait, do you have a plan? A plan for what? We can't escape over the wall. Hi, Mr. Bacon. How you doing? Into the road, buddy. Oh, good to see you, buddy. Shut up! I spent my whole day helping you with your stupid cake plan, only to find out that it was you two that destroyed the bridge and ruined my business. I feel so stupid for helping you escape. Now there's only one way to make things right again. Let's dance, twerp. Absolutely. Instant dance off. Don't hold back just because I'm a baker. I wasn't planning on it. Oh, shoot, we are actually fighting. Ooh, interesting. I need to defend, I guess. He's throwing more things at me. Also, none of those buttons were working anymore. That's kind of weird. Please get up. We're going to try again. Hey, it's me. I rushed over to warn you. The baker is out for blood. But I guess you already knew that. Sorry. I tried to get here as fast as I could, but I got stopped by a cop. Anyway, the baker will use what he has at his disposal to stun you. Then, right when you're unable to defend yourself, he'll throw a rock-hard sourdough at your face. He's only going to keep attacking you whenever you go near. If I were you, I'd give up, unless you have some way to defend yourself. I definitely have a way to defend myself. Okay, we're going to do this again. Okay, if I hold the laundry rack, I should be fine. Ooh, but maybe the donuts will get through that. Oh, come on. How quick do I need to be on that? And now I can't do anything. Okay, so I have to quickly figure out what item to use to defend against what he pulls out. Okay, so what are you going to throw at me? Lemon? Okay, yeah, sure. Glasses so it doesn't get my eyes. Yeah, nice. Flour will blow it away with a hand fan. Yep, okay. This one, I think I need the jacks. Yep, stop them dead. Pretzels. No, I was too slow and now I can't change. Damn it. What defends against pretzels? Is a sentence I never thought I would say. Bread is the most powerful thing. Also, isn't bread in French pain? Which I think makes so much sense here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So it must be either the candelabra or the laundry rack, maybe? Okay, this one's glasses. We got that. Donuts at the jacks. Hiya! Let's go the sun hat. Hell yeah! Flowers, the fan. Okay. That's it. We're gonna go for this one. That was wrong. Okay, it's the candelabra for the pretzels. Damn it. Yeah, that wasn't the laundry rack. I gave it a go, TNT. Yeah, it's got to be the pretzels on the candelabra. Alright, I think we got this now. As long as I don't mess up. Is it always the same order or does it change? It's been 11 the first time. 11 the first attack the last few times, so we'll see. Pretty sure you threw pretzels first time that we got into the fight, though. It's not pronounced the same as English pain. Fair enough. My French is non-existent. Okay, here we go. Candelabra. Yeah, caught him. And then we use the laundry rack against the sourdough, and shaboom! With the operation a success, Mike was successfully emancipated from his prison, and another peril was avoided thanks to Benson's prodigious ability to... It moved on too fast and I missed it. After freeing Mike from his cell and slaying the insidious baker, Benson returns to obscurity, pining for the next interesting thing to happen. Mike had to climb back into his apartment through the window, still waiting for his parents to return. Bo Baker got wet in the river. Wasn't that bad. Went home, showered, and had a rest. Bingo! Got stuck in a birdhouse after eating too much seed. Was released by the local fire brigade. Chief Huxley! Currently receiving strong public pressure for his resignation following Mike's escape. His public statement suggested strong dismissal of the protect and serve conceit. Mickey, chosen by Treehouse Chief as heir to his throne, parents reacted with indifference. Breen developed a sinus infection and is taking temporary leave from his arcade game. Daniel Sprague Dorley, the mouse, devised a partnership with Bo, revitalizing the bakery's business, now renowned as the creator of the Daniel Cake. Hell yeah, we've all heard of the Daniel Cake. And you, after completing Adventure Boy Jailbreak, have begun to notice a profound change in the way you view your life, which is now entering its post-Adventure Boy era. Your time, 1:66:46. That's not how time works. I think that's just 66 minutes. 1 hour and 66 minutes. Whew. That's an impressive time. But there you go. Yeah, it is roughly an hour-long game. And it's cute. I enjoyed that. What a fun little game. Oh. But now we have special game. But we are out of time. I'm gonna have a quick look. We got to see this. We got to see this. All right, Mike. Is it ready for launch? Oh, this is the prequel. We've got the prequel. All clear. Stand back now. What's all that racket up there? Do I need to get the police involved? Relax, lady. I've done this 100 times. All right, time for liftoff. Wait a minute. Something's wrong. WC to move, spacebar action, ZNIC. Wait, what? What? Oh man, I don't have to sleep in there. No idea who's been it before me. A phone, and I can just barely reach it. Thank God, maybe I can call for help. Who should I dial? It's a swap. Nice. Hang on. Mike, help! It's me, Benson. You have to help me. Buddy, what's wrong? And how the hell did you get this number? Forget about that. Listen, I'm trapped in jail, and I mean really trapped. Oh Lord, how'd that happen? To tell you the truth, I think someone put me here on purpose. I'm starting to freak out. You know, I've got nothing on my plate. My day was gonna basically be just the bottle rocket and then chill out. Yeah, I'll come get you. Ah, I knew I could count on you. Alright, I gotta go. I heard a noise. Okay. I'm just gonna have a quick look because I want to see like if anything is different or if it's just a character swap. Yep, got the log. It teaches you how to cycle through items. We'll put the log down over here. Let's have a look. Still a bakery here. How'd you get back here? Don't know. Friend got put in jail. Be stuck for weeks. Tells us about making the cake. Okay, looks like it's the same. It's just a character swap. Let's quickly check a few buildings. Everyone's the same in there. Yeah, okay. Looks like it is the same. I'm not seeing any real differences. It might be that some of like the order of things is slightly different, but not as far as I can tell. Yep, still got the wood down there. She's still got the toy. All right, cool. We're not gonna stress. So the fun part here is it means we don't need to do a vote because we have finished the game. There is nothing to vote on. But what we will do is spin the wheel to figure out what we are playing next. So let me go ahead and bring this up. We'll stop the timer there. And what I need to check... Where was it? Yes, so Adventure Boy Jailbreak was suggested by Mars Red Planet. So if you're watching this later, thank you again, Mars, for the suggestion. That was good fun. I enjoyed my time with that one. It is time to spin. So let's find out what we are playing next. Here we go. 183 games on the wheel now. And we are going to be playing... Ooh, it's a Nancy Drew game, Tomb of the Lost Queen. Now, before we get into this, I am gonna do something. This might be kind of risky, but I trust you guys as a community to be reasonably responsible about this, at least to some extent. I am wondering if we have a volunteer in the community that wants to help out with tracking some of the bingo cards. Because I have figured out a way that we can get a list of the bingo tiles that have been drawn on screen, but it requires the help of a second person. So I need someone responsible that is willing to be a volunteer that I can send a link to, and you can do this either on your phone or in your browser, and it allows you to put text on screen. I am being very risky with this. I'll be sending it through Discord, so I need to have you on there. Starsha, no, you're responsible. Not me then. I'm looking at names that I've seen around before, like Mediate, Nodnik, Sander, Raven, Mamamoo maybe. That done, Raven, you can help if you tell me what you need it for. So, like I said, essentially, I would be sending you just a URL. You click into it, and you can... It's basically a HTML text editor. You just put in text, and it appears on screen. And that is what's going to allow us to track the bingo tiles as we go. So, it would... Well, hang on. It is a little fiddly, but it's not too bad. Sometimes the tricky part is just making sure that the text is large enough that it's going to be able to be readable on screen. But it is pretty instantaneous with what it sends through. I think I just need to change the color of the text and you guys would be able to see that. But it gives you an idea of how it works. Boop. We can get text that appears on screen like that. That done, Raven. I can split screen my phone. Maybe if I can help do it. Yeah, perfect. That sounds like the way to go. Squaretron, thank you for stopping by. Just thought that you're heading out. Hope you have a good rest of the day wherever you are in the world. Appreciate you being here. Were you scared you'd mess up because you're not understanding everything? That's all right. Starsha, you're on looping muscle relaxers for arthritic spine. Cannot be trusted with a banana. I've never heard that comparison before, but that's good. But yeah, the whole point behind this is to basically be able to create a list of the bingo tiles as they're called. So it's not going to help you get a bingo, but it'll mean that if you join in late, there is a list of the ones that have been called so you can easily catch up and not miss anything. Yeah. That done, Raven. If you can give me a rundown what you need to do in the DMs, you'll help. And that is pretty much it. It's just as we call bingo tiles, if we say, yep, that's on the list, I'll just need you to basically type it in. And then there is a big button down the bottom that says update overlay. You click that and it appears on screen. And if someone types in something that's not meant to be there, I will just remove the whole thing. Yep, as I call the bingo tiles, just put them down. That is basically it. And that way you've got a list of what's on there as well. All right, that done, Raven. I need to double check because we've got a few different Raven people on the Discord. Do you want to quickly send me a DM so that I've got you? And we go from there. I'll try and find you as well. I know some people's names are slightly different. Plus, Discord's a bit tricky for me to navigate like this while I'm mid-stream. Because the different Ravens I've got... Oh, that's not going to help. I'm in the wrong spot. Ah, Dusk the Crow. You're Raven. There we go. Perfect. I will send you the link. Fingers crossed this works. This is a live test to see what happens. This could absolutely backfire. This is going to be good fun. This is the level of trust that I have with my community. Raven, you just entertained Jehovah's Witnesses for 10 minutes. What did I miss? We are giving that darn Raven control over text on stream. This is going to be interesting. Could go badly. Could be fine. We're going to fill the HTML with purchase links and remember the Alamo. I was thinking you just do the entire script from the 18-minute sermon at the end of the Alamo video. There we go. Yeah, so the advice I've got for you is to change the text size. It's the second drop down, I think. It depends on if you're on mobile or PC. To heading 1, which is the largest size, and change the font color to white. If you do that, it should appear on screen quite nicely, because I can see you've written testing, but it's a bit hard to read because it's come through as black. But if you change it to white, that'll work nicely. Nope, that's the background. I've made the background white. I mean, it's readable, but I would have keep the background as like a dark color and change the font to white. This is going to be interesting. Okay, cool. We got the background back to black. We're going well. I feel bad. I can't be mean about this because I have literally put you on the spot and you have been so kind with volunteering and jumping in to give this a go. Alright, what did I miss there? This conversation's going on around something that Amra said. Sashiri said about the banana. Said, why banana? Because I was trying to eat a banana, almost choked on it. I'm still not sure how I managed that. I mean, I sometimes try to choke myself to death by drinking water, so anything is possible. Yeah, okay. It turned into a banana joke. Got it. Cool. Alright, white font doesn't work. White background will have to do. White font should work. I've been able to change it before. Hang on. Let me do white font, change it to that. That should update on your end now that I've done it, Raven. Do you prefer to be called Raven or Dusk? Dusk the Crow. Because I'm not sure now which name to actually call you. That does work. I mean, I'm not sure if you're on PC or not, but I'll show you a screenshot. I'll pop that in there, just so you know which button it is. It is definitely possible. Either way, it will work, and that'll give us a list that we can basically do as we go along. Raven Ann, you've gotten into a bad habit of taking cans away from your mouth before putting it upright, then it pours all over you. That is very unfortunate. I mean, it's one thing when it's like your own body just not responding in the way you want it to. It's another when it's a coordination issue on top. All right, I think we are good to go. So let's see what happens here. Let's go take a look at the Nancy Drew game, which I'm pretty sure has been submitted by Gray, because Gray is a big fan of the Nancy Drew games. Tomb of the Lost Queen. Oh, look at those visuals. Ooh. Oh. Oh, this is going to haunt me. It's disturbing for some reason. I think it's because it's pre-rendered graphics, right? Okay, set in Egypt, plenty of puzzles, point and click adventure style game. Oh, we do have a trailer. I was worried for a second there that we didn't have a trailer because they've put it at the very end. So we're gonna watch the trailer, and just a reminder, make sure you have your bingo card ready to go. And yeah, let's kick in with it. So we have a trailer. It is 1 minute and 43 seconds long, so we don't get that bingo tile. Let's see what we're in for, and then we'll start checking things off the list. Turn this up a bit. By Her Interactive.
You is Nancy Drew.
That's their slogan?
A violent sandstorm uncovered an ancient tomb. A British expedition set off in hope of finally finding
Turn this back up again.
legendary lost queen. The
That sounds about
explorers
right.
were lost, presumed dead. The grisly tale of the cursed team remained the only proof of the tomb's existence.
The only poof?
until
Proof?
today.
Did you know that there is rumored to be a very deadly curse awaiting those foolish enough to venture into the next room?
It's
That voice is familiar. Also, I love that this is the resolution of the video. You can't read anything.
About a curse at a time like this.
Recorded in 240p. We have first-person platforming.
there.
The tools have claimed enough lives to make a fool of logic.
Ah, yes, balancing puzzles.
Not like that! Not like that!
There's death traps. Sorry, it's probably a little quiet. I'll bump it up a little more for you.
Aren't they just mostly hoaxes?
No, far from it. Madness, diseases, strange accidents.
How's
The
that?
worst part of this curse is that I don't know if we'll ever really be in the clear.
Join me
Sand
in my
traps.
next adventure.
Sandstorms.
Tomb of the Lost Queen.
That's better? Yeah. Apologies. The last game was too loud, and this one's a little quiet. Okay. Pre-orders on April 3rd, 2012. This is an old game. MP Volpine, hello! How you doing, mate? There's a name I haven't seen in a while. Welcome to the stream. We're about to play a Nancy Drew game, because that's what the wheel decided we're playing today. So, unearth sinister secrets in an ancient Egyptian tomb. So, first things first, it does have less than 200 reviews. So, on the bingo tiles, we can mark off the center one. So, let's see how we go here. Dust the Crow, or Raven, whichever name you prefer, can you please add on to the text 200 reviews? Yes, there we go, you've got it. We need to fix the text color, but we're getting there. All right, so we've got less than 200 reviews. What else do we have? It is by the same developer and publisher. Release date was before 2020, though, so we don't get that one. I do have one friend that has wishlisted it. Do I have friend wishlisted? I've got purchased by Steam friend. I don't think Ray is in the chat at the moment, so we can't do that one either. I don't think I have same developer and publisher. No, I don't. Dang. Okay. Let's have a look. I know these guys have definitely, yeah, they've done a lot more. There's a full Nancy Drew series on here. So, yep, don't get to get that one. Remember, yeah, it has been wishlisted by a friend. Not purchased, just wishlisted. So, Dusk, if you want to add that one on. So we can add same developer and publisher. And we can add wishlisted by friend. Yeah, there's a lot of games. Who was saying goodnight? Missed it there. Someone did. Denu MC. Have a good night, mate. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Appreciate it. Yeah, Nancy Drew is an old series. That done, Raven. Do I put the ones you don't have down? Yes. Put down anything that is a valid tile. Doesn't matter if I've got it on mine or not. This is a list for everyone so they know which tiles they can mark off. So if it is one which is, yes, this is the thing, we'll pop it on there. Yeah, there you go. Got it. So we've got less than 200 reviews, wishlisted, same developer and publisher. Beautiful. Look at us go. This is working. I'm so happy. Okay, we can purchase it. It is on sale. Yay, 35% off. It is more than $10. So we can mark that one on there as well. Ooh, and I've got it. Costs more than $10. Perfect. Let's see. It doesn't have DLC. Has it had any updates? Yes, it has. Wow, actually on March the 15th. On 15th March, we had an update for Windows 11 compatibility. Was not expecting that on a game that is more than 10 years old. So, yes, it has had an update. Do I have... Don't have... No, to do. Game has been updated. There we go. Alright, what else... Yeah, what else is on here? Also love how it says, is this game relevant to you? Doesn't look like anything you've played in the past. I've played a Nancy Drew game in the past and it still thinks this isn't relevant to me. That's impressive. Should the text be a little bit smaller? Possibly. It should cut off before it overlaps with the text too much, but we can always try dropping the text down one size. I'll let Dusk play around with that. Okay. Weirdly enough, it doesn't have achievements. Doesn't seem to have Steam trading cards. Do we have unique in the description? We do not. Oh man, this one's not giving us much. Okay. Translate hieroglyphs, uncover hidden chambers, discover Egyptology. Carefully choose your words. Sleuth with a new interface. Enjoy enhanced graphics. These are enhanced graphics? Look at that soul-piercing stare with those enhanced graphics. Absolutely incredible. Raven, it's because we were too bad at the game, it's not including it. That's like telling a dyslexic person they should play typing games. Yeah, fair. Do the models count as accidental horror? We might find something that is accidental horror. Oh, this is good review here by Rachel Revens. Screen is flickering so bad I cannot play. I have seizures. The Nancy Drew series really started to go downhill with this game. Suspects are pretty flat characters. Everything seems to hinge on solving puzzle after puzzle after puzzle. I mean, it is a puzzle game, but whew, oh no. My third least favorite Nancy Drew game. This game is pain. Nancy Drew. That's the entire review. Nancy Drew. But there's quite a few positive ones. Probably from people that love the series. Alright. Let's get this purchased. I'm glad I can get it on sale. I'm going to put you guys over to the holding screen. Have a crack at the Wordle. I'll put some music on for you. And I'll get this purchased and downloaded. And we'll see if we can carry on. See what comes next. Yeah, let's skip that one. Put that back up a little. There we go. All right. That done, Raven. The text looks pretty good. Nice work, by the way. Okay. I always feel like I need to be like, all right, can we get this thing entirely downloaded before you finish a single Wordle? No. Okay, there we go. That's installing. How big is the file size? It's more than a gig. There's another one we can add to the list. That done, Raven, you're doing an amazing job. Starship Nui, what is this song? This is Templar's Advance by Descant. That's spelled D-E-S-K-A-N-T. Very fitting for this channel. Fiuk, sorry I didn't see you there. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Hope you are doing well. Oh, and you guys nailed the Wordle. I didn't even see what the answer was. I just saw the green tick on there. Holy moly, you got that so quickly. It was thick, was it? Extra thick. Well, that was good timing because the game has already finished downloading. We are good to go. And yes, it was more than 1 gig, so we can add that. Do I have that on mine? No! I feel like I'm missing something on here. I think a lot of them we're going to find when we get into the game. Oh, by the way, do we have a new person in chat today? I'm not sure. There's a few names that I've seen that are familiar that have come back after a while away. But I don't think I've seen any new names unless there's someone else hanging out that hasn't said anything yet. So if you are here and it's your first time, please let me know. But otherwise, we will move on. All right, let's pause the music there. Okay, cool. Let's have a look at the game and see just what we're in for. Oh, cool. We've got to actually install it. Love that. Admin permission to launch the game. Running install script from Microsoft DirectX. Oh, this is from a time before time. Wait! I just saw we have technically DLC because the manual is additional content. DLC is just downloadable content. It's not necessarily paid, but it is DLC. It is additional content. I'm going to count that. It's DLC. I don't even have it on mine anyway, so never mind. Maybe you do, but we'll count that. That's DLC. It also failed to launch. Oh no! Let's try again. It is. Nope. Oh no! Oh no! It doesn't run. What do we do? Oh, you're right. No, we've got DLC right here. We don't need to try and skew it as the manual being DLC. It has a soundtrack available. You're right. Great to know. Yes, absolutely. That is DLC. Interesting. Silver Dragonfire 9, new person here. Hello. Welcome to the stream. You came in at the perfect time. We have a new person in chat. I think that also counts as Grail loses it, which I think is on there somewhere. That is also Crashed Desktop, which I also don't have on mine, but you might have on yours. Okay, hang on. Let's have a look. Has someone got a guide here on how to launch the game? Discussion, maybe? Game will not start. Absolutely nothing will get the game to start. Try changing compatibility mode to both Windows 7 and Windows XP, Service Pack 3. Check the window and the INI file was set to 2. Ran as administrator. Truly nothing will make it run. Having the same issue, ever figure it out. Totally frustrated. First few games working compatibly in mode, but started at the White Wolf. Can't get them to work no matter what I try. Figured it out. Go into your game files, remove the file d3d9.dol. Okay, we're gonna have to dig into some game files to figure this out. Sounds like someone got there. Maybe it'll work well enough for us. Okay, what can I do here? Let's start with that last suggestion of removing the DOL file, because we can always just revalidate the files and re-download if we need to. It'll be fine. That's deleted. Let's see what happens now. And it works! Devs, you're relying on other people to fix your game for you. What are you, Bethesda? You should be better than this. Oh my gosh. Okay. That was definitely a crash to desktop. That counts. But hey, we can actually play now, so that's good. Also, my chat has stopped scrolling. Give me a sec to catch back up. There we go. Yeah, that is so weirdly specific. I don't know how on earth they figured that out. But at least the game is working. Let's take a quick look at the options. What is... Oh, more Nancy Drew. I'm like, mourned. That's not a word. We have separate sound sliders. Holy moly. It is also mixed between either full screen or windowed. Windowed looks like this. There is no option to change the resolution. There is no resolution settings at all. This is from a time before there were different resolutions. That is not a thing. So no, it did not detect the correct resolution. We do not have a borderless window, but we do have separate sound sliders, so at least we have that. This is so bad. It's so bad. I'm sorry, because I know there's people out here that absolutely love these kinds of games, but look how small this is on my 4K monitor. Like, it is literally, like, this big. What? Have we seen a typo? Not that I've seen yet. Someone might want to check the store page to see if there were any typos there. I didn't spot anything, but I wasn't looking too closely. Okay, do I have separate sound sliders on mine? Please. Yes, I do. Separate sound sliders up over there. We got it. It's the perfect resolution. Well, there's only one resolution, so it has to be perfect. And it is a perfect square, which is why not only do we have black bars on either side of the screen, I also can't move the mouse past it. That is as far as the mouse goes. It is locked to that. So they're not just cosmetic black bars because it's a game that's been, like, you know, they're doing compatibility for widescreens. This was designed for a monitor in the shape of a box. X, how do you get an ad on stream? You thought that wasn't possible? No, ads on live streams are definitely a thing. They do play roughly every 30 minutes or so, I think, from memory. So you will get them every now and then. I believe if you're YouTube Premium, you won't get any ads on streams at all, which is how they're trying to convince people that YouTube Premium is the thing that more people should have. I am a YouTube Premium member, but that's me. And it is literally because I got sick of ads. But yeah, apologies, they are a thing now. But I will also say they do help generate a bit of additional income for the channel as well. So if you are finding that they're playing too frequently, I believe I have controls to be able to make them less frequent. If that is something that we would like, I'm happy to do that to get the balance right for you guys. Oh, you got the try YouTube Premium ad now this morning. Yeah, they're always going to push it. Raven N, yours is for a Razer. Hey, what was that? I missed something there. Your ad was for a Razer made by an aerospace engineer. I don't think they'll make a good Razer, but I don't see the crossover. Yeah. Then Raven, if it gets too crowded, we're going to lower the font size. Totally fine. Adapt it if we need to, but looks like we should be okay for now. All right. There's nothing else in the options for us to look at, so we're just gonna have to see what this game does. I don't think we're gonna be getting a bingo out of this one, but we're trying our hardest. So let's put 30 minutes on the clock and play Nancy Drew, Tomb of the Lost Something. We are going to play as an amateur sleuth. I am not a master. We want regular puzzles, we want hints available, and we want a detailed task list. Thank you very much.
60 years ago,
Oh, let's bump that up a bit. So it is voice acting. It's just very quiet. Hang on, I'm gonna have to bump this up a little bit more for you guys as well. They've got a really weird audio balance where the sound of the music is much higher than anything else.
A British expedition set off in hope of finally finding Egypt's legendary lost queen.
It is
The
very
expedition
quiet.
never returned. The explorers were lost, presumed dead.
The sound effect of the wind is louder than the
60 years,
voiceover.
the grisly tale of the cursed team remained the only proof of the tomb's existence.
The only proof. And look at that. We found a tent. You can't see all that because it's behind me, but there is text there. There you go. Present day. 100 kilometers outside of somewhere because it disappeared off screen before I read it. Oh dear, no. Not the sandstorm. It's the curse!
Okay?
What happened to you? You were inside. You should be fine.
Help is on the way.
Did you inhale a lungful of sand?
Nancy, what have I missed?
That was
A
sudden
lot,
change.
actually. The crew left after the storm. They kept talking about the old team that disappeared, and then they were gone. Oh, who cares? I'm just glad you're okay.
About
What? Why are you...
What?
The docs here say there's reason to believe I was attacked.
What?
Nancy,
By what?
you're
Where are
the
you?
one I can trust now. I need you to be my eyes and ears until I can get out of here.
But I just came here to job shadow you.
Doctors believe
Are
I
you
was
sure?
attacked.
Will
I
you be
don't
coming
know.
back?
As soon as they release me. Until then, keep me updated on what you're seeing. I've got some notes in my bunk area. Get caught up to speed.
Okay.
Everything you find between you and me. The less you seem to know, the safer you'll be.
Got it. I'll see if I can prove whose tomb
Weirdly
this
long
is,
pause there, but
and
okay.
find out who attacked you.
Okay. I will say I appreciate that everything is voice acted. The voice acting is decent. It's not that bad. It's decent. Raven, you can also go to your Google ad settings and adjust the frequency of certain ads. There's one bit specifically for ads that could be triggering like gambling. Yes, I have actually on the back end opted out of a bunch of those categories. So you shouldn't see anything on mine to do with political stuff, nothing to do with gambling. And there shouldn't be... I don't think there should be anything to do with some of the weight loss stuff, but if it is coming through, I'll double check those settings. But yeah, a lot of that more, the ads that can be a bit more contentious, and especially anything relating to gambling, I have opted out of because I don't want that appearing on my channel. It's just, I don't like it. It's not fit for the community, not fit for the brand. The Dana, God, did the devs of the House MD game make this? Honestly, no idea. Don't know what devs made that game. Yeah, sometimes they miscategorize the ads as gaming or music so we can block ourselves manually. Okay, I'm glad at least you've got some like manual controls over that as well. Mediate, haven't seen the one that's been pestering you, so you think it works. Good. Okay. That makes me happy to hear. All right, let's... What do I do? Can't click on anything that's actually on the screen. Just got the little text box here. That does nothing. Can't click on the phone. Escape just does that. Nothing there. Can I click out of this? No. Menu is still that. Journal does nothing. Task does nothing. Cool. I love this updated UI that you guys implemented. It is extremely user-friendly. It's very intuitive to use. This game is cursed. Help. Here's your 6 different curses that you might see, plus more. Yep, navigation options. Okay, cool. Interface. Use the phone to make calls, take pictures, or get hints. Amateur sleuth only. Use the slider to see all the items. Okay, I thought that's what that was. Cool, 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 cool. Click here to see the full list of tasks and journal. Arrows are for navigating. Yes, we have a general game cursor. I like that they made the cursor the actual size. Like, ooh, where is my cursor on screen? You'll never know. Haha, surprise. How do I get out of this?
See ya.
Oh, I had to choose the option at the bottom. Okay, it was... I thought the narration had finished and it was just staying on screen so I could reread it. No, it was a choice of my response. That's on me. I'm a dum-dum. Alright, what have we got? Look, it's a
Bet
box.
someone would play this game with me.
Would they though? I don't think anyone knows what game that is. Okay. Nope. I wanted to... Yeah. Oh my god, look how pixel perfect that is. If I click here, that would move me. Right there, I can investigate. Oh, not anymore. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's gone. Oh, there it is. It doesn't even do anything. Fine. Oh, because it's just a right. It's a general magnifying glass. Weird. Okay, there is nothing here that I can actually look at or interact with. That's fine. Hi! Were you listening to that? You moved. Stop that. That's freaky.
Nancy, you decided to stay?
Of course.
Good. We need all the help we can get. Look, this
The
is
mouth moves
awkward.
too
What's
fast.
that?
Professor Boyle is gone, and I have to say this to keep things from getting awkward, but look, I'm assuming authority in the time being.
Are you sure everyone here agrees to that?
I just meant the American team, which is just you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Now, I don't know if I'm misremembering, but she reminds me of one of the characters from the Uncharted series. Just in terms of general design. I can't remember their name, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Oh, you guys can't see the timer? Oh, sorry. It's behind the leaderboard. Let me just bring that down. Boop. There you go. Cool. I can take care of myself.
I can take care of myself.
You seem a
Sure
bit
you
bossy and I don't
can,
like you.
but can you take care of a site that's thousands of years old?
Yeah, I mean,
Island
it's
of
looked
Alphabetical.
after itself for
No,
thousands of
you
years
cannot.
already.
Is that necessary? Do we really need someone in charge?
Yes, it is. But it shouldn't affect you all that much. I'm not going to go on a power trip or anything crazy. Trust me.
You
I
already
just don't
are.
want the site to fall into chaos. I'm working entirely out of Professor Boyle's playbook.
So, yeah. Ooh, we have a lot of choices here. Did you see what happened to Professor Boyle? What's the board game? Did you know Professor Boyle was attacked? I don't think we're meant to be saying that. Did you see what happened to Professor
Did
Boyle?
you see what happened to Professor Boyle?
I couldn't see a thing. I couldn't keep my eyes open for a second.
Yes, during the dust storm. What is the board game?
What's the board game in the middle of the room?
Senate. You've got to try it out. It's one of
Senate.
the first games humans ever played. You've got to try it.
I
The
don't
goal
think
is
it's
to get
going to
all
be
of your
that good
pieces
then.
off the board first. When a token reaches the last square, it's removed from the board. To move, throw the sticks. The number of light sticks determines how many spaces you move. If all 4 sticks are dark, then you get to move 5 squares.
Okay, so they're using sticks instead of dice. Got it.
I threw a 2. What does that mean?
You can move any of your tokens to either an empty square or a square occupied by your opponent.
What? But I don't understand the order that they move.
Can't do that.
Can't do that. Okay.
Can't do that.
Where? How? What?
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Can't do it. Oh, I can
You
do
throw
that.
1, 4,
Okay,
5,
it goes
move a
that
token,
way.
and then throw the sticks
Got it.
again. If no moves are available, the player skips their turn.
Okay.
I rolled a 3, so I'll move my token 3 spaces. If you land on an opponent, you swap places, sending your opponent's token back
it's
to
like
your
Ludo.
starting position. If an opponent
I
has
get
2
it.
more tokens in adjacent squares, then they've created a block. You can't
Yep.
swap places with a token in a block, but you can move over it. There are
Aha.
5 special squares on the board, each with their own name and design. The square with the Ankh is a safe square, and the token on this square can't be swapped. All tokens must stop on the square with the bird, even if the throw would have moved them past it.
Okay,
They can move
okay.
past it on their next turn. Landing on the square with the water sends that token back to the square with the Ankh. The last 2 are
Got
safe
it.
squares, so tokens can't be swapped.
But they
Let's
have
start the
different
game.
symbols for
You can go
reasons. Okay, got it. Right, let's kick her butt. Let's go. That's a 3. So we're going to move. Actually, yeah, I could just land on one of them. So let's
No
move.
fair!
What do you mean no fair? I'm playing by the rules. And now you can't get past my block of 3. So screw you. That's a 2. I'm going to move you. That's another 2, so we'll move you and land on yours. Cool. That's right. We're just going to keep moving one of these forward. Because we've created a nice barrier there that she can't get stuff past easily. She needs a 4 to be able to get by it, which is pretty unlikely. That's a 1. We'll jump you. Yeah. Okay. Wait, did I just get to go again? What happened there? Oh no, her turn got skipped because I don't think she could do anything. So we'll keep you moving. Okay, you move again. If I get a 1, I'll squash that. She's gaining on me. Run! Okay, she chose to do that rather than getting past there. Interesting. Okay, and that's... Oh, you have to stop on that. So I want a 3 right now. Yeah, perfect.
Can't do that.
What do you mean I can't? I got a 3. Fine, I'll move that one then. No, she's going to make it to the end first. Oh, you have to get all of them to the end. Never mind, it's fine. Okay, I don't want to land on there because it sends you back to there, so I will move that one. Okay. I wasn't expecting that this would be how we start the game. But here we are.
That's cold, Lily.
Okay, well, I'm on the safe spot. What happens if I land on the water? Is that just an illegal move? I guess it would be. Do I take the risk and start moving these guys? Oh, sorry, I haven't been keeping an eye on the chat. Yeah, she did sound genuinely upset. Base Cringe, hello. Yes, it is definitely time for you to come along and join the Discord. Come along and join the conversation. Mamu, since asking questions might be dumb, but could someone explain in which Discord room we can submit games to the wheel? Yeah, there's one in there which is only accessible to members, as Sander said, called Stream Games. Just need to be at least a entry-level member and you'll get access to everything on there. And just use the Larry bot to submit your games, so you can do 1 per month. And the good part is, if you join up for membership, it is more than likely going to flow over from 1 month to the next. So usually 1 month of membership lets you submit 2 games, which is always pretty nice. Let's move you. I'm going to chase you down. Okay, yep, we'll move again. Ooh, that was a big one. I'm going to get you. You jumped past me. How dare you? Fine. Well, I'll just start building another block up here that you guys can't get past. That should work well. Ooh. Now, I think she said those ones were safe spots, right? Ah, no, you have to stop on that. That was a wasted move. I shouldn't have done that. That was dumb. All right, well, I'm going to start moving that one. All right, and I can make that work. You go back. And then you can do the same to me? No, you're not. Okay, sure. Let's move you. Trying to be tactical about this. Trying. Oh, that done over. Graeldon kicked me out of the overlay. Need a second link. Shouldn't have kicked you out. The link should be the same. Just try to refresh it. The link doesn't change. Just have a quick look on my end, see if anything's going on. Where'd it go? There. Okay, looks fine on my end. Yeah, I would say just give it a refresh and it should work fine. Okay, we'll go there.
That's cold, Lily.
How dare you? Fine, I'm going there. Deal with it. And that's a 2, so let's swap you.
Walk it off, Drew.
Guy does think this guy sucks at this puzzle game. We can see players so atrocious didn't bother moving to the bird despite it killing your moves. Yeah, I know. I made a mistake. It's fine. These things happen. I need to get this one back up. Yep, she couldn't do anything with the 2. But she could have. Oh no, because I've got a block. She can't land on that. Did I get a nothing?
Can't do that.
What? Huh?
Can't do that.
That's a 4? I thought it was the number of light sticks, not dark, but okay. Did I misread that somewhere?
Rats.
No, because that's a 1, not a 3. I'm so confused. That's fine, whatever. Play on. Let's move you. We just got like 3 turns in a row. That was incredible. Right, you're going to stop there.
Walk it off, Drew.
Yeah, that's fine. So that should be a 4 as well?
Can't do that.
No? Why can't I? 1, 2, that would land there. Because I'm clearing the block. There's something here. Oh, Old Dark is a 5. Okay, that might make more sense. Let's test that. Because that should then get this to the end, right? Yeah, perfect. Okay. Good progress. Let's move you 3. Lily, what are you doing? You're trying to move a 4. Yep, you're going to do that. She got to go again for reasons. Don't quite get it. It's fine. All right, we'll move you. I've lost my block
I'm
now.
sending you back.
Could you not?
Can't do that.
Why can't... Oh, because that's the safe spot. Okay, fine. Whatever. You guys... I don't like this game. I don't like this as like the entire first thing. Like, alright, we're going to do a puzzle game. It's about this mystery in the desert. Here, play an ancient board game. Fine.
Fair.
Ha. Now I have a block. What are you going to do? Right, so is this a 5? 1, 2, 3. That should jump me over it. Yes, okay. It is a 5. Okay. Raven, you might get blocked for not being Streamlabs, but the bot posts the bingo link sometimes. It does. Just got to give it a little bit of time. Okay. I feel like the board game's totally optional. You know what, Lloyd? It absolutely might be, but we're here now, and so we're playing it. This is what the game introduced me to with the first person I spoke to, so this is clearly what the game thinks its biggest strength is. You know, they always talk about like, oh, if you're making a game, lead with, you know, the strongest part of your game so that players really get to see what your game is about and get a feel for it. Apparently the developers thought this was the best part of their game because this is what they wanted players to see first. That and the terrible UI. So make of that what you will. I think I'm going to wait till I get a 2 so I can hop to the other side and keep my block there. That's a 1, so I can just flip you. That's a 3. Let's just keep moving. Getting ahead. That's another 3. Do I risk it? Yeah, I do. We're going to move you. Because I kind of want just a 1 to move to there.
Hey.
Oh, you jerk! I'll take that back. We're just going to keep swapping back and forward. There we go. That, no. What? Huh?
Hey.
Why wasn't I allowed to move? I rolled a 1. I could move. Fine. I'll do a 3 and I'm just going to sit there. Deal with it. That's a 2. That gets me over the water. No, I can't. No, that was her roll. Never mind. 1. All right, cool. Got a block again. Okay. There we go. I think unless I get some bad rolls, I think we've got this. Keep the block, so if they get a 3, nothing happens. That's a 5. We'll send you all the way to the end. Another one done. Only got 2 left. Let's jump you ahead. Because I should be mostly out of the danger zone. That one's... You're going to be a problem, aren't you? Okay, cool. You stopped yourself there. Go! Run, little piece! Stay away from danger... Oh, why did you do that? You dumb. I still don't understand why my turn sometimes gets skipped, but that's fine. Don't need it anyway, so that should be a 4. Let's move you. Get away from danger. Okay. Must be like if you get a 4, you get to take another turn? Yes. Okay, that's the rule. Because she just did 2 in a row as well. Put myself there, and now I'm a block. You can't land on me, so you have to move one of your other pieces. No! I'm forced to land on the water! Ah! No! Ah! That's so bad. Okay, that's fine. That gets us caught up there. That's a 3.
Rats.
Send you backwards. Deal with it.
I'm sending you back.
Now I'll deal with it. There's another 3. Run! Run! Come on! We're so close.
I'm sending you back.
Will you stop that? Okay, I have to move you.
Rats.
Don't know why I got 2 in a row, but I will take it. Alright, I'm going to put you there. Now we can clear it. Go. 1 piece left. Here we go. We can do this.
Rats.
Swap you. Yep. Cool. That's fine. She's
Walk
going
it
again
off,
for
Drew.
reasons. I still don't understand that mechanic, but that's fine. Don't you dare. Okay, cool. That gets us to the bird. Stop on the bird. Now we just need to not get a 1. Cool. Clear it. We got this. Lily, you got nothing on me. You got nothing. Yeah. Come on. You get like 3 turns in a row. That's fine. I'm done. I don't care.
Congratulations to the senator
There we
from
go.
Egypt.
I have been good at games since the very first one that was ever created. Let's not do that again. Do I get something for doing that? No, it just lets you... I don't want to play again. Let me leave. I can leave. Okay, good. That was just a game. You get nothing for that. I am... My expectations were on the ground. And I'm still disappointed. Look, it's a book. The Lost Queens of Egypt. Title drop, right? Is that what this called? Am I wrong? Tombs of the Lost Queen. Close enough. That's a title drop. We're calling it. We are calling it. By Professor Beatrice Hotchkiss. Dear Mandy, you were so keen on my book about Marie Antoinette. I knew you'd enjoy my latest work about these magnificent women. If you'd ever like to learn more, I do love to talk about them. And we have a phone number, 212-555-3427. Right, second, yes, it's Nancy Drew. It absolutely is. Oh my gosh. Title drop is a bingo tile, yes. Lost Queens of Egypt. Oh, look, we have a full book that we can read through. I am here to lead, not to read. Thank you, I'm glad that book is there. I'm sure it's important. I haven't got time for that. We've only got 6 minutes left to see what else is in this stupid tent. There's something behind there, but my character is too dumb to be able to peer behind the curtain, so that's fine.
Stay out of there.
I don't want to. I'm an RPG character. I should be able to look at whatever I want. You can't tell me what to do. You don't control me. Can I... No, I can't get to the back of the tent. That's fine. Okay, was there anything up this end?
Whoa, you cannot go back there.
I'm
Why?
looking for Professor Boyle's notes.
His notes are off limits.
He wants me to have them. Call him if you don't believe me.
Yeah, go
I
on.
will.
Make the call.
Trust me.
Oh, you're not even
Bye.
going to do it. Fine. All right, sure. I will leave. So I'm meant to be finding a way to snoop Lily's and Abdullah's banks. I did play the board game. That's done. It doesn't... Things on the checklist don't mark off automatically. You have to mark them off manually. Oh my god, that's terrible. That is such a bad design choice. So you never know if you've actually done something, or you could mark off something that you've not actually done yet. This game's making me mad, and it shouldn't. Alright, what have we got out here? Look, it's a giant sand pit. My favorite. Oh, I can actually turn around. Oh, whoa. Who knew that in 2012 we would have the technology to turn 360 degrees? That is actually incredible. That is astonishing. Someone quick, list off some games that came out in 2012 and we'll figure out if you could turn around 360 degrees in them or not. We need a point of reference. Okay. What? Just get myself a cup of water. Drink it instantly. I didn't want to pick that up and put it in my bag. she's thirsty, apparently. All these water bottles and plastics lying around. Think about the environment. Come on, people. Why is this a point of interest? It's like, hey, walk over here. Look at this chair. It's a chair with a roof. Have you ever seen that before? It's a chair with a roof. Incredible. All right, nothing else to see here. It's just a chair. All right, this is what we want. Tombs. Hieroglyphs. Okay, like this looks nice. This looks nice. Lego Batman 2. Oh. Blasbu, Chrono Phantasma. Dishonored. Dishonored came out in 2012? Seriously? Are you telling me that this and Dishonored came out in the same year? How do the people making the Nancy Drew games not look at this and compare it to anything else on the market and go, yeah, maybe we should do that. Maybe that'd be cool. Maybe? This looks like it belongs in the 90s. They just never changed how they make games. Alright. What do we got? Oh, hello, person. Oh, I don't like that animation. You're moving at like 15 frames.
Oh, you couldn't drag me away. But if you don't mind, I prefer Nancy.
I prefer the distinguished Dr. Raccoon. It appears
I hate
neither
you.
of us is going to get what we want. So I must know, are you very brave or just very stupid?
Oh, I'm not afraid of a curse, if that's what you're getting at.
It is, but you still haven't answered my question.
Did his voice just get cut off slightly at the end there? I don't know, I feel like the audio was a bit annoying. Wager Dishonored budget was a little bit higher. I mean, you're probably right, but to look at this and put it side by side with something like Dishonored and still go, yeah, people will like this. Oh no. So did Fez, Resident Evil 6, Journey, and Virtue's Last Reward. Best game ever. Can't turn around in that though. Yeah, why is everyone so annoying? Who put together this group of people and went, yeah, these guys are going to be experts. They can figure things out. If there really is a curse and I'm ignoring it, then I guess you could say I'm pretty stupid. I guess if it would say, yeah, I'm going with the middle one.
If there really is a curse and I'm ignoring it, then I guess you could say I'm pretty stupid.
No stupid person has ever uttered that phrase.
I must be a genius.
As a group, they do not self-identify reliably. I see I must keep an eye on you.
It was a trick question. Okay, what is going to happen now that there's been a major injury?
What's going to happen now that there's been a major injury?
Usually it means we are going to be shut down. So now
That got cut off as well. There was a little right at the end for some reason. Professor Boyle was supposedly injured by a lightning strike, but the medical reports state that he was struck in the head with a blunt instrument. I don't remember any lightning in that opening cutscene. There was a sandstorm. Where did the lightning come from?
Professor Boyle was supposedly injured by a lightning strike, but the medical reports state that he was struck in the head with a blunt instrument.
No, that can't be.
That's what he said.
This is serious.
I know.
This is
Someone
serious.
attacked him.
Do not be so hasty. We don't know what happened. But it's best you be careful.
I'm calling it now. It was
I
you.
think Professor Boyle was attacked.
Do you have any evidence?
Well, we know they were hit by something that wasn't a lightning strike, so yes.
I have enough. If I'm wrong and it's an accident, then no harm done. If I just assume it was an accident and let his attacker get away with it, who knows who will get hurt next?
That is exactly what I meant. You are very shrewd. Okay, what do you know about Lily?
What do you know about Lily?
I've seen many like her.
What does that mean?
Ambitious, young, smart. The ones like that, they achieve. Or they flame out in a big...
That seems dramatic.
The world moves on the back of dramatic
We're going to hold the
lives.
vote soon.
I do not think this is a good thing. Lily, she is like a spinning top. She stands straight, but the slightest nudge, she will go ping, flying off in a crazy direction. I do not
This is
trust
definitely how I
Then
talk about
why
people.
did you choose her to be part of the dig?
someone I fully trust would never be able to surprise me.
You want to be surprised? All right,
Better get going.
we're going.
Goodbye.
All right. That was 30 minutes. I will admit this was 30 minutes that I wish I had not experienced. But hey, over to you. Here's the poll. Vote yes if it's time to spin the wheel. Vote no if it's time for something else. This... I know that there are definitely people who are passionate about it. And I think Gray has been suggesting this game because they are a fan of the Nancy Drew series. And I feel bad for ragging on it. But you do have to wonder how you can put this side by side with something else and go, yeah, this is suitable to release at this time. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Lloyd, you called yourself stupid. You must be a genius. Like, the writing is not great. Like, if the writing were amazing, if the puzzles were really well done, you'd probably have something that would carry it through, but it just doesn't feel like it's doing anywhere near enough. Raven said, yeah, the fact they use pre-rendered backgrounds and they're so ugly. I know you can't turn around in Abe's Odyssey, but that was literally like 1997 and absolutely beautiful. Mamamoo, I so love that game too. It was one of the first of the series I got to play, since I'm pretty sure it was the first one that got translated into French. Yeah. Rise, you're probably right. They had the budget of $5 and hopes and dreams. And maybe a couple of toothpicks to hold it all together with some gaffer tape, but that's about it. Hey, Grail, I think go backwards. Do we spin the wheel and play another game? Yes. Did I say it wrong? I thought we said yes to spin the wheel, no to keep on playing. I'm sorry, I sometimes mess up my words. That is a thing that happens. Yes, it should be vote yes to spin the wheel and move on to something else. Vote no if we want to play 30 more minutes of this. This. Which, you know what? They've done a good job of crafting an environment to explore. I don't think it really needs this many clicks to get through, but it's kind of cool. Find a passage with a dead end. Look at these little twists and turns. It's incredible. Woo. I don't ever want to talk to that guy again. Oh, you could very easily get yourself turned around and lost in here. Love that design. Just give me a 3D environment to walk around and have things interact with. Yeesh. Mamo's the only one that wants chaos. Well, there's always someone that wants a little bit of chaos. Alright. Vote has come in. It is it's almost unanimous that we are moving on. Look at that incredible percentage with all the additional dot points that don't need to be there. All those decimal points. Whew. Okay, that was an experience. At the end of the day, I am glad that we managed to get it to work. I am going to save a file. I'm going to, by default, it's called Tomb, and I think that's where this game deserves to live. It is not Tomb Raider. It is just Tomb. Can I quit? Yeah, no, I don't want to save. Can I quit the game? Yes, the quit button, my favorite button. Someone might recommend this game again. You never. Yeah, exactly. I got to save, so at least we don't have to start again from scratch. Someone might recommend it again. All right, we are going to be going back to the wheel, which means it is time to refresh your bingo tiles. Why is this not? There we go. Okay, cool. So don't just clear it. Do a whole new one so that you get some new tiles on there. We'll spin the wheel and move on to a new game. Yeah, Senate was the best part of that. It should have just been all mini games all the time, and then the story just plays out in the background. But thank you, Gray, for suggesting the Nancy Drew game. It was one of the games of all time. And speaking of one of the games of all time, the next game of all time is... Oh! Yes! Yes! Oh, I am so excited! Hell yes! I know this game. Everyone's been talking about it. This is incredible. Look, it's already on my wish list. It was already on my wish list. This, like, okay, it doesn't have 200 reviews, but it was nominated when it had less than 200 reviews. Oh, hell yes. Okay, I am so keen. So first of all, I need to double check who it was that actually suggested this game because I missed it. Who snuck this onto the wheel? It was also Gray. Gray got the back-to-back today. Gray submitted both the Nancy Drew game and Blueprints. Gray, you have just gone completely both sides of the spectrum. What is happening here? That is mental. Okay. Sure. I need to calm down. Xander, heading to bed. Can't spoil if you wanted to. Thank you so much for stopping by, Xander. I know you're passionate about this game. I hope you enjoy watching the rest of the VOD later. What? Okay. Jensky, you put so many hours and so many journal pages of notes for this game. Everyone has been talking really highly about this. There's been chat over in the Gamers Lounge between Sandra and a few other people. Like, this has had so much conversation around it just in our Discord server already. Okay. Not Nick got to run as well. Thank you for stopping by. We are going to do probably about... I think this might be the last game for the stream. We'll see. Because I need to wrap up around 11-ish, and it's just past 10. So... this have been a virtual board game for 20 minutes. Yes! Thank you for putting on there. That's hilarious. That darn Raven, can you go ahead and add on... There is... Yes, chat makes the game funnier. Can you just go ahead and add that to the list of bingo tiles? Because you just nailed that. Yes, I will say for anyone that wants to avoid spoilers for this game, if you're planning on playing it yourself, my understanding there is a puzzle game where the joy is in the discovery. So if you jump out now because you don't want to get spoiled for the blueprints and you want to play it yourself, I absolutely will not hold that against you. So first things first, we don't get the 200 views tile. It is released after 2020, so you can go ahead and mark that one off as well. I do have that one. Nice. Let's have a look at the release trailer. I've watched this before and I still love it. It's so intriguing.
To the architect,
turn you down.
An empty blueprint represents a world of possibilities.
3D movement in a first-person puzzle game. You knew it. Like, the graphics are relatively simple in the presentation, but I like the kind of shell-shaded art style. It looks clean. But yeah, it's a puzzle roguelike. Roguelite. Love the idea of exploration in this. Mystery.
Then this gift shall lapse.
I saw the trailer for it before it released, and I was like, yeah, this is 100% my cup of tea. But not only that, this is the kind of game that my wife is going to love because she enjoys narrative games, puzzle-based games, and I had recommended this to her, and it's on her to-play list. She's actually currently finishing playing through Celeste. She's up to the final area, which I'm very impressed by because those kinds of games have never been her forte, but she is pushed through with perseverance, and I think this is probably like up next for what she was going to be playing. So the fact that I can already have this and we share our Steam library means we don't have to We're buying it. We already got it. All right, I'm going to get this actually, no, not going to purchase it yet. We've got other things to check. Okay, developer is not the same as the publisher. They have made a couple of other games. Oh, no, those are all upcoming. Kathy Rain 2, Soothsayer. It seems to be some kind of weird spin-off from the Heavy Rain series. Call of the Sea, Star Renegades, Townscaper I had heard of before, actually. So yeah, they've done a few interesting ones. No, that's just recent top sellers. That's not necessarily theirs, I don't think. No, definitely not. But no, they've done a handful of Nights in Tight Spaces. What kind of name is that? Pizza Possum. Someone. Oh no, it's got too many reviews on there. I was saying, we need this. We need this. Stegosandra Sus. How works this live? Welcome. How you doing, mate? This is Wheel of Misfortune. We've just spun the wheel, and the randomly selected game that we got was Blueprints, which is what we are going to be playing for 30 minutes. And at the end of 30 minutes, you are going to vote and decide if we then go back to the wheel and spin again to choose something else, or if we play 30 more minutes of the game. Let's have a look. It does have Steam achievements. It doesn't actually look like it's got trading cards, which I'm surprised by. It has been wishlisted by a friend, and it has been purchased by a friend as well. So you can mark off both of those tiles. Let's see. Doesn't have trading cards. Wishlisted by a friend. I've got that. Nice. I don't have purchased by a friend. Trailer was more than a minute. In fact, I'll double check the other trailer. I think they are both more than a minute. No, don't stop. Nope. Why are you doing that? Stop it. No, this one is bang on a minute. So where does it actually end? Technically ends at the 57-second mark. So we will give that. It is less than a minute. Technically. Boom. I think they'll be back shortly. They've said they've just gone for coffee. So we'll give them some time and they'll get back on it. That Dan Raven missing with coffee. We found a couple of extras. It has been wishlisted by a friend. It has been purchased by a friend. The trailer technically is less than a minute because it ends at the 57-second mark, so we can add all of those to it. The game is more than $10. We can add that one as well. It does not have trading cards. It does have update history, so it's been updated multiple times. So we can add game has updates to it as well. I don't have game has updates. We can also go ahead and mark off game actually slaps because we already know that. We already know that it slaps. Okay, nothing else there that we can definitively mark off yet. Do we have the word unique anywhere in the description? We do! Welcome to Mount Holly, the mysterious manor with shifting rooms. In Blueprints, you embark on a genre-defying experience filled with a unique mix of mystery, strategy, and puzzles. Okay. We're also expecting some unique challenges and secrets, and we need to adopt unique strategies. So we are 3 times unique. I do not have unique on mine. Also, just a reminder for everyone, please make sure that if you have something on your bingo chart that I need to check for you and I have missed it, please let me know so I can add it on there for you. Or at least to check to see if it belongs on there. Right, I think that's all I need to check on the store page though. Ticks currently popular. I didn't realize that was relevant to me given my library. All right, let's grab Blueprints. I'm going to put you guys to the holding screen so that you can play Wordle for a hot minute while I get this purchased and downloading. I'm expecting this game to be more than a gig in size, but I guess we'll find out shortly. But still, holy cow, what a pull from the wheel. That's insane. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to get a bingo, but I'm absolutely fine with that. It's not about me getting bingo at the end of the day. It's about you guys getting the bingo. All right, let's see. Yes, 3.7 gigabyte file size. And thankfully, my internet is going stupidly fast today. Almost 100 megabytes a second. Wait. The Dana Raven, did you miss anything at all the tiles? You got chat makes it funnier, wishlisted, purchased by a friend, trailer is 1 minute, game slaps, description says unique. I think you've got it all. Well done, by the way. And again, thank you for volunteering to help out with this. Alright, the game is ready to go, but I will give you time to finish your Wordle before we move on. Because if you can get the Wordle, that gets you an extra bingo tile, potentially. Mediate coming in with Fishy. Ooh, you got the Y. That was a good guess. Yeah, F was already used, but that's okay. Dan Raven, if you need me next stream, tell me. Yeah, if you are happy to help out on a consistent basis, let me know. We might find a few people that are willing to help just because I don't want you to have to make time every single week and, you know, life happens sometimes. But absolutely appreciate you if you're willing to take it on. Raven Ann says, people take their hobbies so seriously too. Like, there are people who will argue Blueprints is the best and you're wrong for not liking it. Like, it's a flaw with you. And that's okay, yeah, no. Sometimes a game can be, like, really highly lauded in terms, like, it gets tons of praise, but it's just not for you. It's like, you know, the Dark Souls games are a great, you know, possibly overused example of that, but they get so much praise from a large portion of the community, but there's also a large portion of the community that go, well, it's just not for them. It's not their kind of experience that they find fun. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you've got like Hello Kitty Island Adventure, which again has a dedicated fan base of people that love it, and a lot of people that would rather push it away with a 10-foot pole. Ravenan can also be a reliever if you ever need. Physically cannot be up later than 10 on Saturdays now. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Cannot be up later than 10. I don't even know. Or like awake later than 10? So this is going to help you get up in the morning. Gotcha. Oh man, this is not going well. We need some extra vowels in there. Yeah, people taking it too far sometimes, often actually. Can't understand, we all have different tastes and views on things. That's the whole thing. It's all about personal tastes, and that's going to be influenced by things that you experience growing up. It hasn't been long enough. Hello Kitty Island Adventure is greater than Warcraft. You know what? Quite possibly. There's actually a thing happening at the moment where a lot of World of Warcraft players are fed up with the content release cycle and are actually making their way over to old school RuneScape. Old school RuneScape is having a second golden age at the moment. Oh man, you guys are having a rough time with this one. We can talk to the DMs later. Say 2 more people. Yeah, I think we're gonna probably need 2 to 3 people all over. Willie was a good guess, but no. Oh, sorry, no. Willie was the answer. What? What? What is happening today? Wheelie? I wouldn't have expected that to be on the list of allowed words, in all seriousness. That's surprising. Alright, let's get the music paused. We've got a game to get into. Let's play Blueprint. Also, yes, even on my friends list, I've not got everyone added, but I've got 1 friend played recently, 6 have played, 20 have it on their wish list. Like, people are playing this. Here we go. Let's get into Blueprints. But again, we're not going to start the timer yet. We're going to look through some options and bits and pieces first. Willie the name, right? Yeah, it's a reference to Stardew Valley, the person who teaches you how to fish, I'm pretty sure is Willie. Also, anyone here plays or have played Stardew Valley? Because that game is a certified classic now. I think it's actually possibly one of the best-selling games on Steam of all time. Up there with the likes of, like, Terraria and Counter-Strike. It is right up there. Okay, new game settings, quick game. Look, it's got the aesthetic down already. We're looking good. That game took over your life for a year straight. Good. It deserves to. And I'm so hyped for Concerned Ape's next game, Haunted Chocolatier. There's a lot riding on it. If it's as good as Stardew Valley, we'll be happy. Right, let's have a look. Volume. Interesting that it goes into a separate menu like this. I feel like that's maybe not necessary. But we have only a single volume slider. Alright, I'm going to say already, I don't love this. Blueprints, you are disappointing me with your UI. I can drag it wherever I want, but it looks like it only goes in increments of 0.1. It might just be I can't hear a change between some of these, but the number only changes. If I leave it there, it's still 0.6. Drops down immediately, but that's still not great. Come on. But yeah, there's only one volume slider. Not good enough. Not for a 2025 game. What are you doing? Controls. Okay, we have mouse sensitivity, field of view. That's nice. Invert, smooth look. Blueprint menu, room directory, stroll. I've never seen a stroll button before. But yeah, no separate sound sliders. Graphics. It did not detect the right resolution. I am very disappointed. Give me 4K, please and thank you. We do have full screen. We don't have borderless windowed. We don't have borderless windowed. We do have VSync at least. And the ability to switch monitors, which I don't think I've seen in a game that I've played before. But that's cool that it's there. If I take off... Yeah, no, it's not borderless windowed. That is just standard windowed. I've been so disappointed. We do have credits, though. So we can double check that everything is what we expect. Imagine if you click on credits and it just spoils the end of the game. Okay, yeah. Game by a doctor, apparently, because I can't read that. I'm just checking there should be more than one name in here. So we know it's not a solo dev. It's not a solo dev. Cool, that's all I need to know. Hold escape to skip. Sure. Alright. I think that's all we're gonna get. I think that's it. Is there anything else on your bingo tiles that we need to look at? Chat did not win the Wordle. Can't say that the soundtrack is a banger yet. Didn't detect the correct resolution. It's definitely not multiplayer. File was more than 1 GB. I don't think it's been ported to mobile yet. You can definitely say it's a weird genre blend. Yes, they even call it out themselves. It's puzzle with roguelite. That is definitely a weird genre blend. It doesn't have trading cards. I've not seen a title drop yet. We might still get that one. Doesn't have... I don't think it has controller compatibility. Let me check. Does it work with the controller? It does. Okay. If I go into controls, is this updated? Yes. Alright, it does have controller compatibility, but it does not have rebindable controls. I can't... No, it doesn't show the right glyphs. Those are Xbox controller glyphs. Unfortunate. But it does have controller compatibility. It was more than $10. Definitely more than $10. Even on sale. Raven, you play it on PlayStation. A lot of the time when they put things on Steam, they just assume that you'll be using an Xbox controller, so they don't do PlayStation glyphs, which is really unfortunate because I just love the feel of the PlayStation controller. It just feels nicer to me. I like the positioning of the thumbsticks being in the same horizontal plane rather than being staggered, but that's just a me thing. I don't think there's anything else on here that we could really mark off. Grail has said it 5 times, at least. Alright, I think that's everything that we can check on there. So we're just going to have to see if we get a title drop in-game. I think it's one of the other ones that we can get. Alright, 30 minutes on the clock. Let's go blueprints. Impress me. Come on. Need you to live up to the hype. That is a surprisingly long loading time. Considering this is on SSD as well. A very fast SSD. In association with Raw Fury. A game by Tonda Rose. What a name, Tonda. Loving the ambience. Very nice. Oh, hello there. My name is Raphael. Herbert, sorry, Herbert. Bump this up a little. Hopefully that volume level's good for you.
And hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me.
Ah yes, I recorded my last will and testament on a vinyl.
And bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones.
It's quiet, I'll bump it up a little.
Son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in, and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
Near Mount Holly. Good get into the right mindset.
And bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir
Now you're fine,
worthy
Raven.
of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse.
To be fair, they did a great job of making
Whereof I have hereunto
legal
set my
stuff
hand
visually
this
interesting.
18th day of March 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Two fancy words for a non-native English speaker. Basically, we have been given a mansion as part of an inheritance. It has 45 rooms, but we're only allowed to keep the mansion if we can find the 46th room. I don't think there's a time limit on it, though. As far as I could tell, we just have to find it before we die from the sound of it, unless I missed that in there. It's old and British. Everything must be read in a British accent. Not an accent, an accent. Okay. We apparently only have 50 feet. Also, look at that mountain. You know what? Screw the mansion. I want to climb the mountain. We're going. This is Skyrim. Let's do it. So can I only walk 50? Is that going to go down as I move? It's not. Okay, good. I was like, is that actual, like, steps? What is this? Oh, sorry guys, one sec, I'm going to pause the timer. Apparently there is a delivery here that has tried to arrive. I'm going to have to just deal with this. I'll be back in a minute. Right, we're back. Sorry about that. Absolutely love that. How it's freaking. I live in an apartment. There is literally a sign right out the front of the apartment that says, "If you need me to make a delivery, call on the intercom, type in the unit number, and away you go." That is all you need to do. And they're still calling on the phone being like, "Yeah, I'm out front, I got delivery." Like, just call me on the intercom, I'll let you up. Come on. It's not that hard. Bloody hell. Oh, I missed a Colossus walking by? Yeah, I'm just going to pretend, Mamamoo, that I didn't see the chat on there that says, "Let's make him believe he actually missed something important." Perfect. It was amazing, yeah. Okay. Oh, right, yeah, you guys can't see the step counter. All right, let's, how do I want to do this? We're going to... There-ish? We'll just... With that. I have too many things on screen. You, over there. You, up there. So we have 2 counters next to it. Why has my step counter gone down? Is it because I went outside? What just happened? I'm running out of steps already. Step 1. Lose your steps. Okay, that'll do. Oh, what they didn't say... What they... What? What? Oh, what they didn't say that. What are you talking about, Grail? Sorry, I misread that. I'm guessing the step counter is the number of rooms that I can go to. I'm pretty sure I meant to be checking something in the lobby, but it let me go out here, and now I'm just like, yeah, I gotta check this out. This looks I gotta look at the view. Imagine this is your mansion, and this is your view. You can look down upon the peasants, like quite far down upon the peasants. Is that a road down there or an ancient Colosseum? Could be any one of the two, but if I get to check it out later, I'm going to be very happy about that. I can also see some kind of wall down there. There's actually a nice amount of detail in the background there. I think that's a road, could be a river going down along there. It looks gorgeous, but it also looks probably haunted. Like 60% chance that that is haunted. Alright, let's move. Does this go down to 48 when I step inside? Because yep, it does, because I've moved between rooms. I could literally just go back and forth across the threshold and just fail the first day utterly. Gusty, I already saw a lot of this game, so don't know if she should talk. Talking is fine, just no spoilers. I always say, you know, no backseat gaming. If I need help, I will ask for help. The moment you can do something you're not meant to, you're playing correctly. That's a rule for all exploration puzzle games. Hell yes. I mean, look, if I were playing this myself, I mean, I am, but if I were playing it off stream, I would absolutely just go wander down around that way. But we're here, so let's poke around and see what's inside. Because I think I'm probably meant to read this. Open only in the event of my death. Whose death? My death? Your death? I am death. It's a cute little postage stamp. I love little details like that. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with... Let's restart the timer, I forgot about that. I provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please, do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate, and you may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do Wait, sorry, no, I need more than one word. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. Those grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck. Herbert of Sinclair, I forgot my last name, doesn't matter. Okay, marvelous. What a letter. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Dinner overnight, what about underday? Gietta, welcome. There's a name I don't recognize. How are you? Grail, I am standing behind you. Do not look back or I will douse you with Cool Whip. Oh, god damn it, not again. Can I choose not to be doused with Cool Whip? I mean, I won't look behind me. I'm just going to believe that you're there. Although the door is closed, so unlikely. Right, hello. I will... Oh, it's not quite. I was going to say, is it a name? This is not title drop because it's a blueprint. It's close. You found the Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. Yes, I believe most people use blueprints to log inventory. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. Boop. Ah, Antechamber. I know that game. It's great. Antechamber was a great game. Raven, did you know Death Stranding tracks players' paths and creates actual pathways where people tend to walk the most? Yes, I have heard about that, and I haven't played Death Stranding, but it's one of those games that's in the back of my mind that I do want to play at some point. Gietta, you are here. Came across one of your reviews by chance, and your masochistic quest has intrigued me. I am very glad that it has. It is part of the fun. You are going to love the next video that's coming up because it's going to be another compilation. I'm aiming for 5 or 6 games in a single video, and yeah, the masochism is real in this one. Very real. Every time you hear info about Death Stranding, you're kind of amazed. Death Stranding strikes me as one of those kind of games that shouldn't work, but it does. And now there's a sequel out as well, which is very exciting. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose one pair of footsteps. You can lose one pair of shoes every time. So you need to make sure you bring at least 50 pairs of shoes with you on any given day. When you no longer have any shoes left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Oh, good. I was going to call it a Tootsie Roll before, but I guess we'll call it a day instead. I mean, oh gosh, look how polished this floor is. Delightful. So polished. Oh, someone's been taking good care of this estate, even when there's no one else around. Alright, so, what's behind door number 1? We get to choose. Select a room to draft. Bedroom. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 shoes. Makes sense. Lots of shoes here. Closet contains 2 items or just a hallway. Let's do the closet. Don't know what items are, but I'm assuming they are going to be useful. Hello. Ooh. A key. Okay, we will take that. And a sledgehammer. You found a heavy sledgehammer as opposed to the light sledgehammer. That's a separate item. You can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Interesting. I need to find a locked trunk first. Doesn't appear to be anything else in there. But yes, it makes sense. You come into the main foyer. There's a little closet on the side to hang up your cloaks. Do we have Belatro in this game? Goodness me. There we go. Alright, what have we got? Storeroom. A key, a gem, and a coin. Oh, I see where this is going. I like this. Also, living dangerously. Yeah, we're just going to do dead ends. Let's make all 3 rooms dead ends. We found the entire mansion. Job done. This is going to be interesting. I was about to say, though, this instantly reminds me of the board game Betrayal at the House on the Hill, which is a very similar mechanic of explorers starting in a foyer and building a randomized manner room by room. It's very cool. Great game if you haven't played it before. I'm tempted to do the storeroom because shinies, but I think instead let's go with the parlor with the puzzle piece because that sounds interesting. Okay. Oh, hello. It's you again. I've already forgotten your name. Herbert, whatever it was. What's your name? No, my name is Simon. Yes, it was Herbert. Like sherbet without the S. Okay, lovely little parlor room. Like that it does actually have windows that link in a logical way back outside. Like that would have been very easy to get wrong or just to go, too complex. We're just going to make everything a solid wall. What am I looking for here? Ooh. Hello, I would take that. You found a rather curious wind-up key, a component of the parlor game. Dear Herbert. Oh, this is someone else. Mr. M. Larry. It was great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we're beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colours. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you would need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. There will, it's all caps, there will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Okay, 3 boxes. 1 with true statements, 1 with false. Only one's got a thing in it that I want. Good to know. Cool, that's pretty straightforward. You are in the parlor. This box is empty. The blue box is true. Oh no. No, don't do that to me. Hang on. At least one box which displays only true statements. At least one box displays only false. Oh, okay, that's gonna be straightforward then. Because this is true. I am in the parlor. And if that is true, then this is also true. So those 2 are both true. Now the problem is at least one. Oh, no, hang on. Yes, at least one box displays only false statements. So this one cannot be false. It's true. Which means this must be the false box. It is not empty. Right? That's going to be how this works. Okay? It's going to be at least one true box, at least one false box. So it cannot be all true, cannot be all false. This is true. This is also true because that is true. So this must actually not be empty. Let's do it. Give me your rewards. Thank you. I have gems. What do I do with gems? I do not know, but I've got them. Let's open this door. We could go to a nook for a key or a hallway to open up a bunch more. Let's... What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let's do a nook. Oh, I can press tab? Ooh, yes, I see. Forming a little thing here. What is this? I have a sledgehammer. I can call it a day. Why do I need to press tab? What am I looking for? Closet had 2 items. I'm in the parlor. I can go to the nook. Why did you want me to press this? Ooh, okay. You can see the number of times you drafted it. Interesting. When you're in the... Oh, during that menu. Okay, my bad. Cool. We'll do that on the next one then. We'll see what happens. A key. Thank you. That's cute. Could do with some cushions. Looks a little uncomfortable. Got a little jukebox. for the sledgehammer. Okay, cool. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, a scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Good to know. Love scribbling notes. Scribble, scribble. I'm not going to scribble anything right now. Okay, so what happens when we press tab? Tab for the blueprint map. Okay, so it shows you its positioning. Looks like you can't rotate rooms, which is interesting. Yeah, you can watch where the doors are going to lead. Because I think there's only a certain width that this can be, right? Once you've drawn... I can't exit back out. But yeah, I'm guessing it can only be a certain width. 88, thank you for stopping by. Have yourself a good night. Sleep well. And we'll see you next time. Yeah, it's a prompt button that you think should be on by default. Also keep missing it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see down the bottom there. I definitely would have missed that for a while, but that's okay. That gives coins, so I could still loop around that way potentially. Oh, a lavatory. Perfect. Let's go to the den, maybe? Yeah. That gives us plenty of movement rooms around there. Okay. What have we got in here? That's a big clock. Can't do anything with it. Whoever likes this room likes mechanical stuff. We've got a car. We've got a minecart full of coal. I wonder if there's gold in them there hills. Don't know, but we do have a gemstone. I will happily take that. I also like swans. I also appreciate that all the clocks tell the correct time. Not the current time, it's not synced to your computer, but... Ooh, it is moving. So there must be an actual time limit. They did say you can't stay overnight, so I'm guessing it's good at least they give you a reminder of the current time. Alright. So I can then go and put something in this corner, and that will be... And we want this to be a dead end. Yeah, so the lavatory does nothing. Oh, this requires a... You can purchase food. Interesting. Let's put the guest bedroom here, because that gives me 10 extra steps. Yes. Back up to 50. Love to see it. And there's a gem as well. And a note. Okay, don't know who this is. Sinclair, I just wanted to write you a quick note to thank you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've been to the billiard room at the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. Okay, so there's something interesting about a puzzle in a billiards room. Hello. Cute little ram on a bookshelf. I love little details like that. Whale up the top there, having a whale of a time. All the little knickknacks and things that you would only find in an old manor. And a dog tag with the number 10, which I'm sure will be important later. Alright. Greenhouse. You're more likely to draw green rooms while drafting. Chapel makes you donate money anytime you enter it. Bedroom. We've seen that before. Should I put the greenhouse in there? Because I still got other routes that I can take. Yeah, let's put it in there. Greenhouse. Attached to things. Ooh. Oh, how pretty. Oh, great. There's a little dais or whatever it is out there. Lovely. Okay, well, this has been fun. Ooh, I can take the shovel. Old weathered shovel. Looks like it'd be useful for digging. Digging for clues. Digging for bones of my ancestors. Digging a brick out of the ground. Incredible. absolutely incredible. Oh, that was a fun afternoon. Ooh, okay, we have some music. Trees found inside will never shade. The gems that shine in night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coins, so toss away. These sheets you find a worthy trade. Changes. Interesting. Okay, but I can't take the sheet. What is that? Don't know. I wonder if you can have more than one floor to this mansion. I mean, like, it's got to be stuff up there that we just don't get to. There's also a lever that is missing. Huh. Okay, so yes, there is a need to take things from one room to another. Alright, so I have almost backed myself into a corner because I've only got the entrance hole left, and if I draw a room that has no exits, we are stuck. So, let's see what we get. Wait, I missed a digging spot? Damn it. Okay, I'll go back in a sec. Yeah, perfect. Secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. We're not going to do that. We're going to do the hallway so that we get some options. Hang on, I'll go back. I missed a diggy thing. Can't miss an opportunity to dig a hole. No, that's not a thing. I don't think I'm a dwarf, but I will diggy hole. Oh, there. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, and an ordinary key can open one locked door. I've not found a locked door yet, so it's nice to have them. But that did use up extra movement that I really didn't need to. Okay, there we go. What a lovely hallway. I love the little candelabras. We now know that we can use them for catching pretzels. They are indeed useful. Okay, and we can do a massive passageway here, which will open up tons of extra options. I should not have put it there. I should have put it there. That was dumb, but hey, we're learning. We make mistakes. So, yep, that's boarded up. That's a nice touch. It just doesn't connect. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, let's put that there. The furnace seems like a thing that we don't want. Ah! Lovely. Hello. I will take that gem. Thank you kindly. What a view. I just want to go outside and explore. It looks so nice out there. Well, that was quaint. It's probably the best description I've got. Okay, a spare room or a pantry. Put the pantry there. See, now I can't get into that space. So let's go around that way, maybe? I'm wondering if I should be just making a beeline for the antechamber, because that seems suspicious. Alright. Ooh, a ladder. Nothing up there, though. An apple a day will keep lots of people away. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. I will happily take all that money. Thank you very much. Okay. I wonder if that means there's a certain amount of food. Oh, I know what that is. That's an old school coffee grinder. Very cool. Little bread box. Some great little details that really make this feel like it is in the right time period. Good job, game. I like that. Oh yes, I too liked having a framed picture of a necktie. Very aesthetic. Okay. I think we need to put the bedroom down. Is that going to face the right way? It will. That gets us around the corner, and we get some extra steps back as well. I will happily take that. What am I saying? Steps. They're pairs of shoes. Photo. You're wearing a necklace. I think that's going to be important. It's a necklace of a moon. Okay. Curved moon. try to remember that for later. Greetings from Reddington, small town somewhere in England, presumably. Also, this person really liked origami. Marvelous. Can I take your hat? No! 0 out of 10 game, can't wear a hat. Ooh, but I can break into this with the sledgehammer. Nice. 2 keys. Sure, let's take those. Don't know if that was a good use of a sledgehammer or not, but it has been used. Ooh, okay. Patio could be good. And we'll loop around that way. Yeah, let's do that. Spread gems in each green room. I'd have to backtrack to find them, I assume. Though. Ooh, more gardening. Don't mind if I do. An oversized turnip. Should prove a nutritious snack. Thank you very much. I too just enjoy eating turnips straight out of the ground. Don't wash vegetables. Dirt's good for your immune system. Alright. And a few old coins can be spent in shop rooms. Lovely, yes. They use an honor system in many of these rooms. Nope, can't use the barbecue. Shame. Could really go for a snack, but I will take this. Ooh. Buried below. Occasionally you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to... Yep, I did figure that one out. Thank you, game. Okay. I'm going to call that tutorial too late, which is a bingo tile. That definitely was too late. The door is locked. Oh, if only I had a key. Bunk room counts as 2 bedrooms. Why do I want more bedrooms, though? Curious. Would I want to make that a corridor? A little bit worried about blocking myself in using too many of these. Let's go for the corridor. Let's do the corridor. Okay. Yeah, please add that one to the bingo list. Raven, we'll get that one on there because we did get tutorial too late. Yeah, it definitely counts. Pop it on there. Okay. Nothing particularly interesting in this room. That's fine. We'll carry on. Oh, the boudoir. Which would loop back around that way, which is kind of bad. So let's do the commissary. Okay, yeah, items for sale. Yeah, let's see what's in here. What do we got in the commissary? A bin. Perfect. Annual Maids Day sale, 2 days only. All items up to 50% off. All staff welcome, day 20 and 21. Okay. Love that they put this in an easily accessible place for the general public. So, what can we buy? We can buy gems, sets of gems, key, or an upgrade disc for 15. Well, now I am very curious about that. I don't think I need any of the other stuff yet because I've not found a use for it. Without? With? Home? Okay, so there's a theater somewhere. Commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Okay, so this room's only available on certain days. Curious. The staff notice, effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of those terminals can be found at security where the punch clock used to be and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to the house manager, Mrs. Babbage. I'm not telling you the password. Figure it out. So these tiles don't line up. Whoever did this was bad masonry. You should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed, I say. Dirigi blocks? Can I play? Can I play? I want to play. Play. I want to play a game. Play a game in a game. We're just as good as Nancy Drew. Play a game in a game. No game in a game. Okay, fine. Yep. I'll happily open the door. Who is locking all of these? Okay. Ooh, courtyard. Yeah, that's a good spot for a courtyard. Let's do it. I also know we are out of time, but I don't think we can Can't save partway. We can save partway through, but I'm not going to. We're going to finish the first day. I think that'll be the end of our stream there. So I'm very sorry. I know this is meant to be a democracy, but not anymore. Another coin. Fantastic. I like digging. And another turnip. More steps. Oh, we are doing very well on our first attempt. Plus, okay, the sledgehammer is reusable. I love that for me. I will happily take all of those coins. Alright, that gets us to 17, so I'm going to buy this thing because it seemed important. What is an upgrade disc? Insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Yes. Now I just have to find an estate terminal, which they said was in security or the laboratory. Okay, so we just have to hope we find one of those two rooms, I guess. Let's go this way. Ooh, a cloister? I don't think we want to put a cloister there. That would be a waste. So instead, we are going to do the spare room. It's a neutral room in every sense of the word. Cool. Nothing there that I can take. That's fine. We go. Ooh, I don't want the West Wing hole. Oh, sorry. 1 second. It is another delivery. Go figure. Nice, we're back. To be fair, that is exactly why I was originally planning on stopping about 11, because I knew we'd be having a couple of deliveries. Oh well, we're here now. Oh, observatory. 1 star thing for each time you've drafted the observatory. How many observatories can we get? And here we can draw new floor plans. So would that mean that I could potentially guarantee that I get the room that I need? In which case, that might be quite useful. If I draft the observatory, I would be blocking myself in, which is not good. So let's do the drawing room. Because if that guarantees that I get the floor plan that I want, then we're in business. Hello, what are you? Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select 1 to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Okay. Good. I like it. Lots of drawing in the drawing room. Why I should not be surprised by that. Also, that's on there like multiple times. Really like this old man with the umbrella, huh? Really like it. Okay. Was there something else in here I was supposed to use? I thought I would get a thing from this. They draw new floor plans. Oh. Right, it's just a special effect. Yeah, not quite what I thought it would be. I mean, I thought it was draw as in like create, but no, it just means draw as in refresh. Fine. That's okay. I get it now. I have a redraw option over here. Which means I only get to do this once, so might as well take advantage of it, I guess. Cool. If it worked. Redraw. I can only do it once. Well, bugger. That didn't go quite how I wanted it to. Let's do the boudoir. We'll pop that one in there. Okay. I'm not expecting to find... Oh, I found some shoes! I can't take the shoes. They would give me extra steps, but they don't fit my feet. Ooh, hello. What are you back here? Hi. Just a little safe hiding in the corner there that I can't get to. Can I sneak around this way? Oh, I can. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, well. Well, bugger, I'm out of ideas. It was worth a shot. Lenny, welcome. Does Blueprints have less than 200 views? It did when it was submitted. Because someone was very quick at getting it onto the list. So it still counts. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. That shows the safe being unwrapped. It was a gift from someone. But that doesn't help me figure out the code. At least not as far as I could tell. There could be something relating to colors on there, but it's a little too vague. Nothing that I can figure out in the moment, anyway. But it's definitely important, and there's definitely clues elsewhere that will help us figure out how to get into the safe. But I don't think all of the information is in this room. Does it not? Am I sure? I am reasonably sure. What could I be looking for? Can't zoom in on it to see anything else. Can't see anything on the safe itself. Am I going to continue playing this another time? Maybe. We'll do a vote at the end of this. But yeah, getting a safe as a Christmas gift is a bit strange. Pens here. We do happen to have like blue, red, green there. What am I missing here? I don't think it's the presents because they're a variety of different colors. I feel like it's something to do with like count the number of times a specific color appears, but even then I wouldn't know what order to put them in. And I'm not going to be counting every single one of the little LED lights. I don't think that's it. If there is a solution here, it's not something that I'm going to figure out in the next minute by looking at it. But yeah, why would it show me this picture otherwise? Safe as a Christmas gift is the normalest thing. I really don't think it is. So it could be going for the total number of something, or it could be going for specific numbers in a specific order based on a count. I am assuming that there was going to be a clue elsewhere that I can find or unlock that will tell me what I am looking for specifically in that image. Doesn't appear to be anything in this room, but I'm assuming that the rooms are interconnected in terms of what they tell us. That doesn't give me any hints. Yeah, alright, gonna leave it for now. But making a mental note. Okay. Yeah, Lenny, the big thing we have is if I ask for hints, you can give them, but in general, we try and avoid backseat gaming. Let's put... Ooh. We haven't reached rank 8 yet. Let's do the cloister. Yeah, do you want to know if you can solve it but not the answer? What level of backseat gaming is truly backseat gaming? I think we just leave it for now. I'm fully expecting this is the kind of game that I'm probably going to end up playing through off stream, and the fact that I don't get that on the first go is probably not that game changing. Ooh, an aquarium is every color of room. Yeah, let's put an aquarium up there. That's adorable. I am starting to run low on keys and steps. Oh, there's just something buried in the aquarium. Oh, lovely, an old shoe. Aren't you useless? Huh. Cute. Why is that in there? Why indeed? That makes me very suspicious. Why would you put things that look like they belong in an actual room in there? Alright, let's go this way so we can start heading towards the cloister or whatever that room is. The antechamber at the top. Also locks. Okay. Alright. Do we go for the kitchen there? More food for sale. Don't exactly have much money, but that's fine. Let's put the kitchen there. Cool. Quaint. Cute. Love it. I'm also assuming that, like, on subsequent attempts, things might change slightly within the rooms, unless it's just the order of the rooms that change. Right. Banana. Oh, bananas. Lovely. 3 steps. Club sandwich gives 15. Or chef salad. Plus 5 steps for every green room in the house. Okay, so I need a couple more coins, but I can get that. It'll be very, very good. I have multiple green rooms. Today's main course, lemon glazed salmon, charbroiled Cajun spice salmon, lemon butter sauce served over spinach leaves, plus 20, plus an additional plus 10 if you have an aquarium, which I just got. So that would give me 30 steps. And then for green rooms, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would give 25. Nice. Yeah, I don't normally go for salads, but that looks pretty good. Alright, nothing else to do here, though. So, can we open this one? We can. Leads to a room of color of your choice. I think we just go for the dining room so that that connects to the antechamber and we can see what's at the far end there. Ah! Apparently I've reached the correct rank. It is... I don't know how the rankings work, but is it because it needs to be like this far up, or because I've opened enough rooms of that color? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm guessing that's it. You just have to open enough rooms of the matching color, and that's how the rank increases. I'm guessing. Thank you. I will happily eat this delicious looking fish. Oh, hell yeah. We got the main course. 30 steps. Boom. Not quite? Okay. I was saying, is either the number of rooms or like how far north it is the rank. That would also be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would be tier 8 there, I'm guessing. It's got to be one of those two things. Actually, hang on, if that's rank 8, that's 7. Yeah, so it's how far north it is. Easy. I am smart sometimes. Can I just take some wine? I would happily drink wine, even if it means that I lose steps. And, oh. Whatever that room is, we cannot get into it. Never mind. That is not how one gets into the antechamber. From its roots meaning the room before, all signs and paths point towards the antechamber. This mysterious sealed room, resting on the 9th rank, may prove, however, quite an initial challenge to even reach, let alone enter. So we can't help but draw a connection between this chamber and room 46. Okay, so I am there, but I can't get into it. And I have also... Oh no, I haven't quite blocked off all of that corner, but I got close. That is locked. I am out of keys. Alright. Back to the aquarium we go. And we'll try the other door. The other door. It's also locked. Well, screw you. We'll go somewhere else then. I have not been this way. Are you also locked? You are also locked. Well, bollocks. Oh, backtrack. We're going to backtrack. Backtrack all the way. Alright, well... What about this door? Is this door also locked? No, it is not. Fantastic. It's not an easy way to tell if a door is going to be locked or not. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they're placed in this room instead. Oh, security! We needed that. We got the thing that we need to use in security. Your inventory of all items currently in the house. Hell yeah! Okay, we're going to do that. Ooh, cutscene. A cutscene. it's me, Simon. I don't know how computers work. Mysterious. Haven't seen any cameras around. Where are they getting all this footage from? They're building tension, but for what? For why? How old is Simon? He looks like he's like 15. That is showing rooms that I've not found yet. Atmosphere! Absolutely, Raven. Imagine you look at one of the cameras and there's just a dead body, and it turns into a Five Nights at Freddy jump scare. Yes, that is you. Well done. You have correctly identified yourself. Does it move? Oh, it does! Oh, that's cute. It's like 1 FPS, but that's fine. Can I turn side on? No, it doesn't show you turning. Always face the same direction. I am disappointed. It's also not 100% accurate because I am next to the chair and it's showing me in front of the chair. These cameras are busted. Come on. Upgrade your tech. Blue memos equals true. Red memos equals lies. Unless written by hand. Ah. Blue memos are true. I've not found any other memos yet. Well, let's go ahead and pop this in here. That allows me to permanently upgrade something. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Press enter. No. Okay, fine. I actually have to press enter. View estate inventory. The following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have not been collected. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. Yeah, I figured there'd be 2 gems in the green rooms. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. Keycard system is currently operational. Keycard system settings. Change security mode. Security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. E.g., you should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting. I'm assuming I want less security doors at the moment, because they might block me. I don't have a keycard to get through them. But I'm guessing when you have got a keycard, you want more security doors because there'll be important things behind them. Change offline mode? This mode determines the default setting of the security doors will be set to if power is lost during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff working inside. Yeah, we're setting that to unlocked. 100%. Interesting. Return to security menu. Log into network. Don't know the password. Nah, that's a good guess. What was the guy's name? Forgotten already. Hubert or something? No? What's his name? Player's name is Simon. Herbert? Hubert? It started with a H. No, not the player. The grandfather or whatever it was that gifted you the estate. Herbert. Ooh, and it does need capitals as well. Nah, that's not it. Okay. That was worth a go. Interesting. Okay. I thought I could use... Yes, there we go. Insert the disc. Upgrade... Floor plan upgrade program. Sure. Scanning disc. Closet data. Love that. The first room that I put down. I think that might have been quite unlucky. Closet data has been found on the upgrade disk. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different... Oh, never mind. One of 3 different upgraded floor plans. Check the floor plan below to upgrade this room. A hallway closet, plus 1 extra item if drafted adjoined to a hallway, plus 2 if drafted adjoins to a bedroom, or plus 4 extra items if drafted adjoined to a red room. Yeah, 0 if it's not. I think we do bedroom closet, because that way we're still at least guaranteed plus 2, and we can go up to 4. I think that's the way to go. Yeah. Yeah, trying to get you with the fine text, absolutely. Right, cool, neat. So presumably you want to be able to do this often. So yeah, we don't have the key card. I don't see one just laying around in here in the security room. I mean, it would be pretty insecure to leave it around. But we do maybe have a puzzle here. Staff notes, I missed this before. Yep, the same one. That is scribbled out. You can kind of read it. It starts with an S. Ends in like an ING. Could be like a H. SH. SN. SHI. SNA. Looks almost like a K in there. It definitely ends in an ING. What is that next to it? I can't tell. Okay, what do we know here? Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required. Well, that's a lie. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be... Okay, we did notice that. More likely to be locked. Interesting. Yeah, can't quite make out what that is meant to be as the password. I'm guessing it's revealed elsewhere. Well, I don't think there's anything else I'm going to get out of this. If I knew the password, we'd be able to do a bit more, but not quite. I'm sure I'm just missing a trick for being able to read this. I'm going to try a word and just see if I happen to be right. Nah. It looked vaguely like it said something like snacking. Okay. Yeah, it's not particularly spooky. Although, my god, if they added horror elements into this, it'd be pretty incredible. Hang on, there's a second door there. I can potentially open this one? No, locked. Dang. Okay. Well, I think we need to go back then to the hallway. Let's see what we can do there. Yeah, it's just ambient. It's not spooky, but walking through any house that you're unfamiliar with no one else around, always gonna feel a bit weird. Amazing how much you managed to make out. Okay, like the S. Now I think you'll know what you say. Yeah, probably will. I'm pretty sure it starts with at least an S. Looks like it ends with maybe an ING, maybe an ANG. Hard to say. We have a nursery, which will give us that, or a boiler room, which is the power source. I don't have any gems, but there are... No! I can't just leave and come back? Because I know I'd be able to get a gem from probably the greenhouse. Ah! That's the end of it then. I don't think I can do anything else after I do this. I have to do the lavatory. I can't do the nursery or the boiler room because I'm out of gems. Ah! If I'd been able to get the boiler room, I could just gone back to the terrace or the greenhouse and I would have found one of the 2 other gems. Should have done that first because I knew that there were a requirement for drawing cards. That was dumb of me. Alright, what's in the lavatory? Anything interesting? That's a solid no. Darn. So I'm assuming that the password is a legit word. Doors in... Oh, I missed that! Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. That would have been useful to know. It would have gone the other way. Eat the soap for 2 more steps. If only. Okay, well, we can go back out the passageway. There should be a gem on the other side. Let's at least collect everything we can before we call it, because we won't be able to go any further. See, if I just come over here, I would have had a gem. I would have been able to get the right thing. Ugh. Oh, right. Yeah, no, it's a red note, so it actually is a lie. You're absolutely correct. So it would have been the east side would have been more likely. Well, we managed to solve that at least. That feels like we made some level of progress. Can I check that? Yeah, it just reminds you to make notes. And yep, there's another gem. Beautiful. I reckon if I'd had a lever, maybe that would have controlled power or something here as well. Oh well. No, once you get in the room selection menu, you can't cancel out of it. You have to draft a room. Well, in that case, let's have a quick look outside and see if there's anything else here. I also like that it lets you move slightly faster when you do go out. Ah. So there is a way to open it. I just can't do it yet. It wouldn't let me interact with it otherwise. It's there for a reason. What about down here? Follow the path. Ordered up. Interesting. Not suspicious at all. Not in the slightest. I can't jump, unfortunately. Yeah, there is something down there. It could just be aesthetics. It could be a road that then like connects up around that way. It just looks cool. Nothing hiding there. Ooh. Interesting. Spoopy. Anything hiding down here? An old torch that I can't light. Oh, there's definitely something that you do in the house that makes something appear down here. For sure. Nothing we can do, though. Yeah, very suspicious. Just need to get like a box of matches and I'll just light everything down there on fire. Problem solved. Okay, if I go out this way, does it just end the day? Any other clues out here? Ooh. Mysterious boarded up door. Yeah, not suspicious in the slightest. Another gate. Can't go through that one. Can't interact with it. Private drive. The grounds. Okay. Little campfire. I'm guessing this is where I'm staying. Because I can't stay in the actual mansion. Campsite. Due to the rules set forth of your great uncle's will, you're not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint menu. Tab to return to the campsite for the night. Good to know. We'll do that shortly to wrap things up. Love that we found ourselves just a little spot out here. A little bit of ambient music, which is very sweet. Okay, maybe something over there. Oh, and an orchard. Ah, that needs a code. So there is stuff out here. Interesting. Okay, I've got no clue what that code could be yet. It needs 4 digits, so it's not even related to the number of things that we were sent to get from the shop, because that was only 3 items. Yeah, that would have been like initial guess, because it mentioned things there. Why are there smokestacks here? Is that meant to be like some kind of old school like insect repellent? Huh. Alright. Interesting. And we'll just check out over this way, because I think this is the only other place that I can go. Yep, and there's another door, which I'm guessing might be controlled by power, might be a security thing. There's a lot of secrets in this game. It's not just a mansion. The mansion plus everything else you could be exploring. Very cool. Very, very cool. Alright, we're going to call it there, because I don't think there's anything else I can do now. Oh, okay, tomorrow you awake to find the rooms in the estate as well as your current inventory have been reset. We will call it. Mount Holly Garden Villa. 6 green rooms. Total rooms 26. Rank reached 9. Steps taken 81. Items found 2. I'm so annoyed that we weren't able to do the security thing. We were so close. Yes, the rooms disappear. The mansion resets every day, X. So when you do your next attempt, you build a new mansion full of rooms. I got the razor out again. Damn, that's unfortunate. Huh. We will save and quit. So we're going to put it to the poll for the last time. Although we technically got an extra 30 minutes out of it already. This poll is going to dictate what we do at the start of the next stream. So vote yes if we're starting the next stream with a wheel spin. Vote no if we're starting next time with more of blueprints. It will be up to you. I will say that just like from first impressions, this is the kind of game that I love as an experience. It's not over the top or in your face. It's not even that narratively driven. But it is very much a, yeah, no, here's some little things. There's just enough to make you curious about what could be there. It just sprinkles little puzzle pieces here and there, but not enough to be an outright, yeah, no, here's the answer. You do have to solve some things yourself. Yeah, I think this is going to be the kind of game that I'm going to play through in my own time. I do a stream it's every Saturday in Australian time, which I think is Friday night for a lot of the US. But yeah, we're try and keep the stream time consistent. Not narratively driven. It's not narratively driven in the way it's like constant story, talking points, discussions happening and kind of pushing it through that way. I understand that it's going to be drip feeding pieces of narrative as you discover them. But it's not a narrative driven game in terms of constantly being in your face with conversations, discussion, notes and lore to read. Same time next week, but yeah, 3 hours ago. Usually stream for between 3 to 4 hours, depending on where we are in terms of playing through the games. I always try and feature 2 or 3 games in each of the streams. Whew. All right, we're just about out of time on that one. What I will mention is in August, I'm going to be taking a bit of time off from work. And what I would love to do is a few live streams where we go back and we purposely play through some of the games that have been on the wheel the longest. Because some people have been waiting for literally like 2 years to have their game featured. So I think that might be something that we do later. All right. Beautiful. I think that ended up being a yes vote. It was close, but yeah, it was a yes vote overall. So fantastic. That means that next time we are going to be spinning the wheel at the start of the stream and getting onto something brand new. Oh, X, it's 3 a.m. for you. Okay, that is rough. I start my streams at 8 a.m. Australian time to try and at least get into like the late hours in the US. Otherwise, I'd be having to start my stream at like 6 o'clock in the morning, which, as much as I love all of you, I'm just not doing that because this is my weekend and I need to rest. All right, we're going to call it there. And that is going to be a wrap for today's stream. So thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in today. It is always an absolute pleasure to hang out with all of you. Oh, what I might do actually now, I can just see this. Let's just bring the chat up above the Into Games stuff there. Yeah, that's better. Perfect. Cool. And yeah, hopefully you've had an enjoyable experience chilling out, playing some interesting games. Some were fun, some were a bit unfortunate, but that's the way things go. So either way, I appreciate you being here. Hope you've had a good time. And hopefully I will see you again next week for the next stream. So until then, take care.
Jensky McBride donated $9.99 to the war funds. Thanks for another great stream, Grail. Purple heart emoji.
Jensky, thank you. You are absolutely amazing. Have yourself a wonderful day. See you next time.